that's done.
Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to another stream for RogueTech. We're going to once again be continuing the clan invasion as we sort of jump right back into things, more or less. Glad people could join us. Hello Raider, how are you doing? Glad you decided to join us for tonight. Alright, so we are Apollo's Vipers once again, mainly because I made the somewhat hilarious mistake of choosing Leodama as my company commander, which the Battlestar Galactica fans that happen to populate my Discord found to be outright hilarious and insisted quite loudly that we needed to have some sort of Battlestar Galactica callback. So finally I have given in, and it is now Leodama, or Apollo as he is better known by his call sign. Hello Stephen, welcome to the stream, glad you could join us. But yeah, so Leodama is apparently leading Apollo's Vipers. By the way, thank you, a huge thank you to Laurendale for once again doing another emblem for our stream. The last time he did was the Black Sheep Squadron. I'm not sure if this is the final version. He did mention that he was doing works in progress on this, but if it is, then we have converted it into the proper format to put it into the game, which actually looks really nice on the side of the ship and also really nice on the back of the mech bay. Hello Sean, welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. Yes, so say we all. Alright, I have made a couple of minor choices. You may have noticed, if you're incredibly attentive to detail, that the date has changed a little bit. I've done a little bit of repair, rebuilding, and remodeling, only slightly. A couple of pilots have received some upgrades. You may have actually heard that in the background as I was sort of setting things up, because I didn't realize how quiet I had the music set to for the mid-game. But the Cougar has received probably the biggest modification. I wasn't super happy turning it into just yet another LRM boat, and it had the heat sinks and the rest of the equipment to make it work. So, hello, Laurendale. That's your emblem in the back. Doesn't it look amazing in this mech bay? Have you seen it on the Argo? I'm going to go back and show it on the Argo just because the Argo view is absolutely gorgeous. Like, it really works out quite nicely. Yes, I was just talking about you in order to put the logo on there. But yeah, so the Cougar has received the biggest modification so far, really the only modification, if I'm completely honest about things, and I wasn't super happy with it being just another LRM boat, so we decided to rip it off, and me and Spro kind of have been discussing this a little bit, and we went with just a buzzsaw of small heavy lasers, because if you can fight from on far using the large pulses and the LRM-10s, and then you get in close and you buzzsaw people, which is kind of, hopefully that'll work out okay. And if you've got the excess heat, you can throw in the large pulsar lasers as well. If they happen to be open at the time, you can fire in the LRM-10s just as if they were SRMs, just not as much damage in order to hunt for criticals. It allowed me to drop a ton of this, get rid of the 2 LRM-5s and that sort of thing. Still stays at maximum armor, threw in a Guardian ECM suite and the Exchanger in order to try and handle all of this heat. Does the logo go on the mechs at all? I don't think so. I believe it's just relegated to being on sort of background images like here, and also you can see it in a couple of places back over here and here in the barracks, and on the Argo itself, but I don't think it shows up on the mechs themselves. Yeah, Lorda, how you feeling? Doing any better? So hopefully. All right, so I am going to, basically we're going to go grab a contract. Now I'm really trying to avoid the attack and defend contract here that's sitting on Reconquest, because I don't know how that's going to turn out. I've played exactly 1 attack and defend before. It was a 2.5 skull, and it was 5 waves of mechs. And I don't think I have sufficient firepower just yet in order to actually kind of handle it. The problem is, in order to go to something else, we have to jump up to a 2 skull mission. And all the 2 skull missions are not particularly easy for us to be able to handle with our current lance. So we'd have to be a little bit clever with the way that we pulled things out. I mean, I could try the assassination, but aggressive negotiations can go really badly wrong. Hello, Sprogue. Hello, Dynak. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us for this one as we start to get ready to rock and or roll. So I'm going to try and avoid Reconquest, but I am going to then take on one of these missions. I'm just not sure which. Humanitarians? It's going to have to be Humanitarians. We'll grab Humanitarians. I am getting a little bit low on cash, though, which could be a little bit of a problem. The clans in general ain't going to like us, but Steel Viper seems to like us even more and more. I'm sure the first day you get these Salvage, you're so happy. Alright, so I don't know if I want to take cash or if I want to take stuff. Escort missions will throw starter wave, the mid wave, and the end wave, so 3 waves of mechs, which will have good gear on them. The assassination will be the 2 groups, and the assassination target, as well as his escort, which is 3.5. Retaliation is an attack and defend, which I don't think we can take, and an ambush convoy is just a nightmare. Hello, Skullback. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us on this one as we sort of try and puzzle out where exactly we're going and what we're doing. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna dive into this because I think I'll have a little bit of fun with it, or I'm going to scream and cry in just total anger. We're going to bring the A-team, everything that we can possibly get on here, so that'll be Apollo and his Cougar, recently rebuilt, T-Bone in the Kid Fox, which is a little bit toasty, not as good as it used to be, Punish in the Arctic Cheetah, which I think is a fantastic improvement on what it used to be, and Jester in the Commando, which has been basically the same, minus losing a single laser to change out for a different type of laser. So yeah, hopefully that'll work out okay. Let's deploy, and maybe we'll get lucky. It's like 0.1 unused tonnage on the Cougar. That warning doesn't matter. He had a large mixed grill. Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, that sounds like it was really good. Alright, so we're going to be dropping down and hopefully causing a little bit of havoc as we attack and or defend. Apparently the base defenses are going to be... What's with the exclamation point on the Cougar? The Cougar is like 1,000th underweight. So 1,000th of a ton underweight. So it's 1,000 underweight, whight, which is really kind of irritating because I can't do anything about it. Oh, because the percentages are calculated really weirdly, so there's no weight to be thrown in on the tonnage for any more armor because we're maxed armor at this point, and there's no weapon that's like a single thou ton, which kind of is a bit of a problem. So it's just kind of irritating that it has to sit there. Not much we can do about it unless we wanted to start ripping off the percentage alteration gear, which is the Endo and the Pharaoh. So we just have to suck it up and deal with it. but there's nothing wrong with it at this point. It actually was recently rebuilt, so the triple small heavies, so potentially 90 damage in that punch, and if you have the heat in order to do it, you can throw in the large pulse laser or the LRMs, whichever one makes more sense at the time, so it should hopefully be kind of fun. Also, it's fairly heat neutral at long range plinking, so we don't have to worry about sort of setting up the engagement. So with any luck, things will work out not too terribly for us. So 5 of 21 priority salvage, because this is a long mission with a lot of mechs to fight. 202,800 Seebles at a single skull. Cross your fingers, and hopefully that's not going to be entirely terrible. Lauren Dolan over on YouTube says, "Oh, I had a pizza the first day, and then a few days later went and had a large mixed kill." Oh, you must be having so much fun with food again. Like, you never realize just how much you miss food until you don't have it for a while. In many ways. Are you going to have Starfleet Command 2 again, or just concentrate on RogueTech? As far as streams go, the Starfleet Command streams are definitely on sort of a stop while we're working our way through getting Phase 2 sort of underway for that. Although, with so many people developing Starfleet Command mods at this point, I'm not even sure if I should continue along that route, and I should just let the others sort of have a happy with it. I haven't quite decided on that, because there's 2 other people making 2 different Starfleet Command mods. If I were to continue on making mine, that'd be 3 of them, and that would be kind of weird. So I haven't decided, but definitely as far as streams go, Starfleet Command 2 streams are currently not happening at the moment. But the episodes will continue, although they may alter a little bit. They may get actually reduced somewhat, and we may start focusing more on RogueTech, which, as great as the reception for Starfleet Command 2's Romulan season has been, habitually does not actually bring in a huge audience. I do it mostly because I still enjoy it and love to do it. That's sort of where the channel started. But it may start taking a backseat because the vast majority of the audience, even the ones who are not particularly active with, interacting with the content, we got purple mechs. They tend to much prefer RogueTech at this point. So, hello Thornbush, welcome to the stream. Yes, we are running our sort of combination Battlestar Galactica Clan campaign. Hey, this is a very familiar map to me, unfortunately. Yeah, the base is right there. There should be turrets around here, hopefully with any luck. Alright, so 4 structures need to be destroyed. 7 structures of our own are remaining. We have to evacuate once primary base objectives are complete. Keep all friendly structures standing. Intercept local forces. Destroy reinforcements ways 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so there's no reduction for anything. Oh, and we are purple. So make of that what you will. Alright, let's get Apollo's Cougar underway. See if we can't get... It is a little bit too slow for what I currently have planned for it. So we're just going to get everybody on forward. Jump as far as you can. This is what I get for not testing and just updating. Oh shoot, there had a target there. Seriously? Oh no, we got a Ripper and a Commando 1A. So an interesting commando to sort of show up so far back in time in clan space. But I suppose I shouldn't complain. Kit Fox will not have much of a target, but can probably lob a couple of missiles. 6.2%. Nah, not worth it. We'll finish with that. Victory. Congrats on... You found a hard-to-reproduce bug. Really? This is hard to reproduce? Wonderful. But yes, we have the purple mechs. Dynock, do you happen to know if it goes away on loading of the next mission, or am I going to have to, like, save load or something like that? So... Commando will run up as well. Not a particularly aggressive mech. We'll just sit on there. He is fine. Hello, the Canuck. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us for another one. Ripper's going to come quite far forward. Okay, so we maneuvered well out of position to actually deal with him. Although maybe that'll actually have him as being technically below me. We'll find out very shortly. Although I do need to start shooting people in relatively short order. It goes away? Okay, that's great. Indeed, it is difficult to reproduce. Well, the only thing I can tell you that I did was I just updated to the hotfix. So, I suppose it's intermittent. So, for now, though, we're going to have very loud purple mechs, which is not terrible. You're off of work? That's great to hear. Oh, it's been a long day for everybody, I feel. 21% is not exactly great, but you know what? I'm going to take it because I have a lot of missiles. I should probably mount. Do I have the SAM ones on this one? I'm trying to remember if I have the SAM ones on the SAM LRMs on this campaign or on the other one. The commando I want to put over there as well. Apollo, why don't you go beat up on him with your brand new rigging for how to kill people. So you're going to sprint. Nope. You're going to sprint, hopefully right next to him. Within a range of 3, not quite. That's as close as we can get. We're going to see how much we can get done with the buzzsaw. Alright, so the Cougar is up close and personal. We don't want to cook it too badly. 26% is not exactly great, so I'm going to turn them off in order to get the heat down a little bit. We'll just use sort of our more or less long-range weapons and fire at him with a pulse laser and a whole bunch of LRMs. And he is feeling a bit unsettled. Yeah, dealing with deployment mates is hard to work when you're supposed to stand and walk most of the day. Yeah, I can feel you on that one, actually. I have had something similar recently. Punisher, I don't want the Arctic Cheetah to go away, but I do not want to put it in too much danger. What do I take a shot from here? What would that be? What are we looking at on this one? Absolutely nothing. It has no potential idea with how accurate we're going to be, but that'll be just fine. So we'll position ourselves right here. Move aggressively forward. Yep, they're sending out the reinforcements from the original base, and 60%, 31% on the Urban Mech. So we'll try to see if we can't pop the Tiger. Unfortunately, it looks like we managed to miss, although we did flatten the building, which is always fun. Jester, I'd like you to knock out this Ripper. I mean, if you could, if you're at all capable of doing such a thing. So I've got half of my lance not being all that aggressive on forward in the hopes that we managed to shoot him down, and we got him. Okay, so the Ripper's been taken down. We now need to start focusing on the Commando. The Tiger I can kind of take on with the Arctic Cheetah if I get lucky a couple of times, although luck really is not that huge. Wasp 1W, so we've got a Wolf's Dragoon Wasp. He's carrying a lot of small lasers, if I'm recalling correctly, so the Cougar needs to stay away from a Dart, which is apparently pretending to be a Spider, or a Spider pretending to be a Dart, one or the other. Shiny Slanesh mechs. Yeah, Sauter, that's exact. Oh, we got a... No, it's not a Pinata, it's a 67. At least I think the 67 is not the Pinata. So is it the 67 or the 77? The 77 is the Pinata, and the 67 is the downgraded one. Alright, Tiger apparently moving and not actually doing anything. Your Icon's text is backwards. I think you forgot to invert it. You gotta... Oh, did I? Well, I know I gotta flip it, but I'll double check on that one. Oh, the Commando... Oh, okay, never mind. It was the enemy commando. I'm like, wait a second, I'm in trouble, aren't I? But apparently not. Oh, Urban Mech bringing all the missiles, and hopefully he doesn't actually manage to connect with me. Allied turn. More fire. Please don't hit me. I mean, I'm standing right there. So I did have to flip it. Maybe I'll go back in and see if I can't invert it again. So hopefully that'll work out once I can actually see it on screen in front of me. So this was somewhat work in progress, but we're still working on it. So the Arctic Cheetah managing to take a single missile, but other than that, feeling pretty fine with himself. And base defense is powered up. I suppose that's their base defense. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I'll flip it around next time for the next stream. Alright, so we need to kind of not be within that electronic countermeasure if we actually want to get stuff done. And that's exactly how we'll do it. Unfortunately, if I only move that much, I'm going to get shot at. Who is broadcasting? Oh, it's you. Ugh. That's a bit of a problem. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to swing back out of the ECM bubble. It doesn't look like he's in the 160 meter range either, so... Oh, good. We got some good penetrating hits on there. Managed to crit his machine gun, which is not exactly the most important thing that he's got. But hey, we're working bit by bit. I would like to get you... Oh, you can get right behind him without being seen, and all of your accurate weapons. Oh, how beautiful. And it looks like we managed to tear out half of the mech. Most of his arm is gone. Took out his large laser, and he's not having a very good day. T-Bone, you could finish him off, or you could engage further targets. And I kind of want you to engage further targets, because I think the base defenses will actually take care of him for you. Can I get you? I can get you into the side arc, which is exactly where you need to be. Unfortunately, your accuracy is going to be, well, abysmal, is about the best way I can put it. But that's what it has to be. Yeah, 26%. Oh, should have gone for the front. It wouldn't have mattered then. Come on, enough penetrating hits to blow something apart, and the crew compartment got critted a couple of times, but nothing too serious for them so far. Apollo, can you finish him off? Do you? Oh, you do have shooting scoot, and you're just outside the range. Terrible accuracy for that, but that's okay. We're going to be heat neutral just firing these, so fire! Time for the shoot. Oh, that was beautiful. I love the physics, how it just makes the tanks flip over. It's lovely. And we're going to swing off to the side to be a little bit better defended. Everybody's going to be underneath the ECM umbrella. It's going to be nice and safe under here. And then eventually we'll get in close. We do need to kill that Urban Mech in relatively short order. His jamming is going to prove to be a significant problem unless I set the Arctic Cheetah to counter it. Although I do have 2 ECM mechs now. The Cougar is also equipped with an ECM system. So hopefully that can work with it. Act now! Yep, that's kind of what I was expecting. Just a whole bunch of small lasers. Although the Wasp was going to be pretty much the exact same way. It's going to get up close to us and have just a whole bunch of them because it's a Wolf's Dragoon Wasp. Alright, Urban Mech has run up. He's 30 tons and he's evasive. And the Commando is going to take 3 inches of a step, and then hopefully he's going to get just annihilated by incoming missiles. Well, he got missed by the PPC, so that's a bit unfortunate. But how about the missiles? Can those kill him? I mean, I've already ripped off half the mech. So that would be ideal. Please don't hit me. Your target is down here, not up there. So with any luck, we'll get everything going. So everything on and off happens mostly in urban maps. Incoming missiles, but we are well defended by our electronic countermeasure. I suppose that's one of the reasons why the Urban Mech didn't try to actually fight me. Allied turn once again. More missile turrets coming towards the enemy. Please. Come on, you can... No, apparently not. T-Bone! T-Bone's up and he's ready for it. If he runs up, he can punch for 56%. That'll be a 63. He's going to be way out in the open. But if I fired at him, what are we actually looking at here? Never mind, that's really good. So shooting scoot time. So fire, we shoot. Alright, he's not liking that one particularly well. And we're going to scoot backwards a little bit. So swing back over here. So evasive, maneuverable, and sort of hiding more or less. Hopefully that'll keep us away from the dart, which is just absolutely blitzing us with a whole bunch of small lasers. We don't want to be touched by him yet, although we do appear to be jamming him with 2 mechs, so that's a -4, I believe, because I do think ECM stacks. At least I hope ECM stacks, because that was kind of the hope here. Also, to be able to spread out my ECM bubble. The Cougar was often far away from the Arctic Cheetah, because the Arctic Cheetah moves very, very fast, as does the Commando, and the Cougar not so fast, but does manage to keep up with the Kit Fox quite nicely. Alright, let's move on in here. I think I'm just going to move right up here. It's only 27. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, you weren't the one that was jamming. Okay, how about if I set you to... Oh. Yeah, I can't set it to jam. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Wait, you have an ECM? Doesn't matter. I can shoot you. I don't actually have anybody else in range. I think we turn everything on just to blitz him for a little bit. We're going to be a little bit aggressive with it. Firing a whole bunch of small lasers and missiles into his side. I'm kind of hoping to break something important, such as a tag.
Think I hit something good.
Alrighty, so decent hits have occurred, and we are jamming even better now, because they're within the 160-meter radius, or at least I think they are. I wish there was a second line for it that would actually show me that. But it also looks like he's got 2 ECM lines. Nope, that's just a broken line. Okay. So we've got just him jamming compared to our 2 people jamming. I really should shut off one of my jammers and set it to electronic countermeasure. Mongoose coming in for the full-on kick attack. And did manage to hit us on that one. So the Arctic Cheetah has been touched, which is not safe. ECM does stack? I thought so. I was 99% sure, and then I was like, well, I don't want to declare such things if I'm not positive. Okay, kill him, please. Just make him go away. And he's dead. Okay, now you can safely... somehow, please, safely? Oh, he's calculating what his response needs to be. At least I think he is. There it goes. So now he can safely rush on up in here, get within the cover of the electronic countermeasure, and we're moving quite nicely. Punisher, you need to get on board with killing somebody. I'd like to kill the... Actually, no, I'd like to kill the Urban Mech still, because he's jamming me something fierce, and that's not cool. If I just fired at the Urban Mech from here, what are we looking at? Terrible accuracy, probably, because he's jamming us at the moment. So let's see what happens if I come in here. Oh, I need to not be selecting that. And we will set our electronic countermeasure to active to hopefully counter his jamming. And I'm going to actually get relatively close in here. I'm going to stay nice and close to the Cougar, because the Cougar is going to keep me alive. Can you click here, please? There we go. And hopefully that'll give my accuracy high enough so that I can actually kill this guy. So we have lost some of our protection, but we get to be a little bit more aggressive to do things like that. Lovely, so we blow up a flamer, and MML incendiary ammunition. Interesting. He isn't steady, but I don't think I can take advantage of it. I think I've gone through everybody at this point. Yeah, we're down to phase 13, so everybody's gone already. Why can't you see enemy evasion pips on RogueTech? I have no idea. It used to be a thing. I don't know if they removed that because they thought that it wasn't something the player was supposed to have access to, or if it's a mistake, but I kind of miss it because it allowed to have me a little bit better of an idea of exactly what the heck was going on. Alright, more allied forces. There's nothing in range, unfortunately. I probably should drag them a bit further down. So 75% local government attackers have been defeated. Incoming missiles. And the Arctic Cheetah remains untouched, still within the bubble of the Cougar. Oh, the flexibility that gives me of having 2 electronic countermeasure systems is very, very nice. Coming down to phase 5 of the allied turn. The Mongoose getting a couple of missiles. Luckily for us, not managing to connect with our little commando. Otherwise, that would be painful. Spark says, yeah, it makes no sense that you can't see how fast someone's running-ish. And he's still guarded and entrenched, so I should be able to wipe you out in fairly short order. I kind of would like to take your center torso, because I think maybe you're equipped with some good stuff. I don't really know, though. Alright, enemy turn on phase 20. They're moving exceedingly quickly, so that is something of a danger at the moment. Hopefully nothing too dangerous. So 3 rounds before the first wave comes in, and they'll be dropping in somewhere around here, normally. The enemy buffs are the same, but even harder. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you can't... Wait. Oh, you can see... Ah, okay, so you can see the evasion pips if you have a high enough sensor roll. I get you. That makes sense, to a certain extent. Do I want to shoot you again? I kind of do. I can't see you. I mean, I can shoot the wasp with great accuracy, actually. If I hit a wasp with a heavy laser, it'd probably... Well, not quite core it off, but you'd be pretty gosh darn close at that point. Instead, though, I think I'm gonna swing on over here. I don't want to be too far away from my bubble, but that might be required. Yeah, the accuracy there is great. Swing over here. And I think I do want to cook just a little bit just to see if I can't just pick them apart. Okay, that hit the leg, and that wasn't quite what I wanted. He is shut down or override successful. Should have moved him into the water. That would have made a little bit more sense. Okay, get Fox, kitten. It's time for you to get right up close and personal with this guy. You're going to get right behind him. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. I hope. We are ECM protected. Unfortunately, that does mean I'm now splitting my force. I am going to cook just a little bit because it's too good of a shot not to. Structure exposed. And he's gone. Or at least his torso is gone. I can't really see him. He's in fire and flames. So ECM makes it all camouflaged. 4 or 5. All right, so we took out another one. Apollo. Time for you to get on the roll. I think I can take this guy. If I move, though, I'm going to lose the protection. I'm going to lose that protecting the Kit Fox. I don't want to lose protecting the Kit Fox. It's important to me. Maybe not that important. Ooh, that would be a back. I do not want to present my back to the enemy. I can go here. The Kit Fox is going to lose his protection, which is unfortunate, but I'm going to deal with it. Oh, this is what this was planned for, so... Turn this off. Keeps me out of the heat. This was the point of this build. The small, heavy lasers, we're in close. We've got good accuracy. Time to buzz. Oh, we tore off his leg, I think. And there he goes down. Ammunition explosion. So the Urban mech has been defeated. 25% of the local base defending garrison is dead as well. And it's time to start getting up close and personal with the other mechs. Oh, 99.1. It's beautiful. This commando is way better than it has any right to be. Like, I kind of always figured this commando would be like sort of the weak link in the force, but it's not. It's just phenomenal. Is that mech you asked me about? Yep, Sprogue, this was the mech that we were building. So that Cougar we were designing together. I often actually ask Sprogue about his advice on mechs, because he actually has, even though I don't think he started playing RogueTech yet, he still has a very solid grasp of just mech design in general, and his advice is generally well heeded. So I suggest, if you happen to be part of a Discord, which, by the way, if you're in YouTube right now, the Discord is down in the... Ooh, that hit the building. Is down in the description down below. If you're on Twitch, Sprogue, if you want to throw it up on Twitch, and maybe ask people's opinions on mechs, because Sprogue generally has some good advice. Especially if you're trying something a little bit crazy and you're like, I'm not sure this is really worth it. Because he tends to have a pretty good eye on that sort of thing. Alright, allied phase on phase 6. Enemy arrives in around another 2 rounds, effectively. So all the turrets don't seem to have a target, except for the dart, which they're going to lay into him, and he's feeling a bit stressed. Alright, Sprogue there on Twitch with the Discord link. Sprogue, I can maths. It's a little more complicated. There's also synergies involved, which you tend to notice pretty naturally. Alright, so we've taken out most of this force. Time for T-Bone. T-Bone needs to uncook, and so he needs to punch somebody. Ooh, wait. The wasp is right here. The wasp is out? No, that's the dart that's out. The wasp attempted to punch somebody. I think that's a very dumb idea. I'm not quite sure why you would do such a thing. But hey, who am I to judge? I'm going to come up here and I'm going to punch the back of the dart. Like, for those who don't want to scroll down. Thank you, Sprogue. Alright, so it looks like he is panicking a little bit, and then we managed to nail him with one of our weapons. Punisher, your Arctic Cheetah is just a little bit toasty. We need to get this under control. Oh, this is so good. I love it. I love this Arctic Cheetah so much. It's just a beautiful, beautiful machine. Alright, so it's a little bit toasty, so obviously we shut off our... Ooh, we're going to have to not do it this round. Or we can cook it, which, you know, is not the worst thing in the world. ER medium down. I mean, it's only a wasp. Shoot him! Hey, he's been hit. Structure exposed because it's a wasp. Sprogan, good advice on things would go together. He tends to have odd advice on other things, but when it comes to mech design, he's not terrible. He comes up with some pretty good ideas. So, he's helped me design a couple of the special mechs that actually the Mech HQ game will be running into, which, all the love to all my Mech HQ players. They're going to have some fun with these ones. And by fun, I mean they're probably going to run away screaming in terror, which is the perfect result, in my opinion. Alright, so light him up quite beautifully. 99s all over the place. Blast him in the back. And it's just dead. Just couldn't even. It did not even. Apollo did not overheat that last round because of explicit design. Okay, so now we need to shut off this LRM, and oh, that's so good. So Sprogue, I just want to mention something. The reason why we get to be heat neutral with this is actually, in addition to the exchanger, I forgot I had this, the FCS Nova, which minuses laser heat increase by like 15%. We are totally heat neutral when going all laser. I really think I like this Cobra a lot. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so much better than it was the last time. Oh. Need to use more UAV pings? What is a UAV ping? Are you going to run more HQ streams? Yeah, I mean, yes. They proved to be incredibly more successful than I ever thought they would ever be. So they will be, absolutely. When that's going to happen, I don't know. We're probably going to have a couple more AARs moving forward for a bit. But, yeah. Hi, Nightmare 40k, welcome to the stream. Yes, you have caught me live, and we'll be live probably for another hour and a half at least, if not longer. Although I do need to record an episode for tomorrow as well. The current schedule for RogueTech has been quite intense, would be the word I would use. Trying to stream as often as possible, just so people can sort of enjoy and get used to it, because streaming is a great way to interact with people, and then also make sure that I've got episodes up every single day. So this week, I really am trying to maintain the schedule of having an episode of RogueTech up for the main campaign up every single day, and streaming just as much as I can. AR from the drop is still to come. Yes, it is. I'm trying to write it right. Like, I want to write it in the more narrative style that we do on occasion, because it was a pretty epic mission, but some people have also suggested that maybe I should do it in just a real quick style, since it's all on video at this point. Alright, so we're all shifting in towards this emergency drop force, and the Kid Fox is actually going to be under heat, aren't you? Oh, that's going to be beautiful. Alright, so everybody's back under the ECM protection. If nothing here has any sort of electronic countermeasure, we'll be able to switch our ECCM on the Arctic Fox back to ECM so we can be extra aggressive. We're about to be right on top of these guys, and hopefully we'll be able to nail them quick. So I still am quite worried about this mission, just in terms of how much ammunition we have. Okay, they do have the protection. And they've got a fire starter. So I don't think it's a 2C. They got a Galleon. Is that a fire truck? And an Urban Mech, because of course, why not? So, Galleon, where's that fire starter? Because that's really the only thing I care about at the moment. No, slack, work. Quick is best for Twitch stream, in my opinion. You've got better things to do with your time. Oh, there is that, I suppose. So the enemy is all moving at incredibly high rates of speed. Who's the guy providing the... Oh, no, is it just a natural ECM that they come down with? Oh, no, it's the Urban Mech. I'm noticing a lot of Urban Mechs seem to be ECM carriers, which is... an interesting concept that I honestly had never really considered. But yeah, they appear to be carrying a lot of electronic countermeasure lately. Fire! Okay, good. We actually managed to hit him in the back with the heavy large laser. I mean, the medium missed, but it's the heavy large that really is the only thing that actually matters. Unfortunately, it hit his leg. So I was kind of hoping to kill him, but I suppose that'll have to work. Left leg, so that means Apollo. Let's get you over to his slightly left side. You know what? Just getting back there. Point blank range. I really want to do it when he's falling over. T-Bone, can you get to his side? Not unless you sprint, which I'm not necessarily opposed to. It just reduces the accuracy a lot, but I think we'll be flinging enough missiles in order to make at least one hit. Okay, we got it. All right, lovely. So that'll mean that the Cougar can now move in. Apollo will be able to get right up on top of him and just buzz on the ground. That's helpful. UAV ping is an item that you can put on your mechs. Activated ability uses a firing action, performs a sensor lock against all targets within radius as indicated by the spinning gold ring. Will go into cooldown state after use. Oh, that's very interesting. So UAVs are not just flat increases in detection anymore. That's very cool. It's one of the great things about RogueTech is they come up with fun and interesting ways on how to do things. This is like a really old Urban Mech. Do I really bother with saving it? Yes. I need stuff. I need parts. I need everything. Left torso destroyed, which took out his supercharger and injured the pilot. Okay. Unfortunately, it's alive, which was not the plan, if I'm completely honest about things. How much is this Galleon sitting here with? I'm just going to position myself here so I can see both of them. ECM protected. Yeah, his center torso is almost exposed. Your back is 56 armor, but you might move out of range. I'm going to shoot you so that you are distracted with coming back towards me. So hopefully we'll beat you on the movement phase next time. So you're going to try and turn up and shoot at me, but you've fallen over, so your accuracy is terrible. Or, you know, the turrets could get involved. Thank you, turrets. It's nice to have you, and you're very effective. It's very beautiful. Alright, so now we've only got 3 of the targets left to take out. Although apparently local local government forces defending enemy base. There's one left. Who is it? I haven't seen him yet. So, T-Bone.
What can I do for you?
What you're gonna do is you're basically... Yeah, you're just gonna do this. It's gonna be incredibly painful, and we're also exposing ourselves, but that's partially because we get to cheese the AI some. Blast him in the back. Didn't quite kill him, which is somewhat disappointing. I was really hoping he'd be dead. Apollo, I really don't want to waste you on that, and I'm going to be honest, it would be wasting you. Where's that fire starter? Don't see the fire starter, and it is somewhat confusing me. We'll shut off a single heavy small, because the accuracy ain't so great. Fire everything else into his front. Structure exposed. Is he dead? He's not quite dead. .xs on YouTube, what do you folks in the comments think? Should I repost my little write-up until he sees it, or just ping him on Discord? Ping me on Discord, although I probably won't see it, or you could just keep posting it until I see it. Both of those things will work. Which one will work better is probably posting on... well, it depends on how fast you want me to see it. So let's see. Hit the side would be 25, or that side would be 6. The problem is you're not really the best person to be doing that sort of stuff. I'm going to run you up here. We're phase 17, he's phase 14, gestures 15. Okay, we're good. So the reason why I'm somewhat reticent to use the Arctic Cheetah to take that on is because the Arctic Cheetah has very powerful pinpoint weapons that do things like that. However, if he misses the one location, he's only firing 3 times. So Jester is better to try and take a person who has just barely any health left. No, seriously, where did it go? Where did the enemy go? He appears to have disappeared. Yeah, fire into his side. There we go. Knocked him out as well. Sensor level details. 0 is no name. Type 1. Type 1. 1 type 2 chassis name. 3 is evasion pips. 4 to 5 is the paper doll. 6 to 7 is weapon names. 8 is weapon names. Oh, is weapon types. 8 is weapon names. 9 is current armor and structure. And 10 is buffs and internals. You can see your current sensor level of detail on the buffs tab.
Talk to me.
Okay. That's my energy TTS. I'm inspired. Initiative. Vision and sensors. Visual lock. 240 scan. So details check plus 0 plus 5. Oh, so we're starting at a minimum of 5 then, which gives us the paper doll. And then if we get anything, we'll get weapon types. Huh. That's pretty good. Okay, so does anybody know where this fire starter went? Because I'm almost positive I saw a fire starter, and now I very much do not, and I am very confused.
Confirmed.
Yeah, I just don't see this fire starter. Where did he go? Enemy in 2 rounds. He'll be back over here. Oh, he's there, I think. Show me... Oh, no, he's apparently... Destroy local... Reinforcement wave 1. What? So apparently he's all the way over there? I'm not sure how he did that with getting by me, but... Okay. Well, in that case, we're just going to shift over here to the next location where the enemy is going to drop in. We'll sprint on. It'll be all great. I think, anyway. Yeah, I do know that it's randomized from turn to turn because you roll your sensor buff. You rolled a 0 there, average is -2. Ooh, that's not cool. I'm really tempted to go searching and exploring, but I don't want to risk not being in a position for the next mission, for the next drop-in, because being close to them to nail them is kind of important. Spotless Cougar has just proven to be so lovely. Current configuration, much more happy with it. Now, it is very much reliant on being able to get close to somebody to use the really powerful part of it, but even if I manage to find myself another large pulse laser, we may actually keep it in that way. Okay, we got incoming missiles that did manage to connect with me despite my electronic countermeasure and the indirect fire. So somebody's spotting me. Well, in a manner of speaking. So I assume you are the last defender of the group. Government forces have been located where their next drop zone is. We kind of were expecting that. They pop here, they go here, and then here, or here, then here, then here. So it's just in a steady cycle. Punisher. I could actually maneuver around here to start engaging a turret. Oh, I don't want to engage a turret. Turrets are dangerous. I don't want them to directly be able to see me. That's not a recipe for victory in life. Okay, I'm ECM protected, and I have identified an unknown that has been lobbing missiles. LPL and LRMs ain't exactly at range, ain't exactly bad. Yeah, but the original one, the original setup that this mech had was 2 LPLs. So that is a fairly significant amount of firepower by anyone's view. Level 10 tactics is +5 to the roll? Wait, but it's already showing that we have a +5. So I'm not quite sure what you mean. Like if I look at my sensors tab, tactics +2, sensors +2, so it's +4, and he rolled a -2. So we'll get the Cougar up as well. We will be able to see the turret at long range. I do think I'm going to lob some fire over in its direction. Yeah, it's a long mission, but we're starting to get to the end of it, and any good hits will help. Yeah, but that setup was way hot, even on a nice planet. Yes, it was. It was quite boiling. Although this setup would be boiling as well, if not for the fact that, if not for the Nova and the Exchanger. So the Nova fire control system is really pulling a lot of heat out of this build, plus the Exchanger. So we're pulling like 25% heat down, plus sinking 63 because of the Exchanger and everything else. It was an Urban mech. I knew it. Oh, it's a fire support Urby. That's adorable. The tactics bit would be a +5. Okay. Arctic Cheetah can take a few more missiles. Not as well defended as I'd like it to be, because right now it's currently set to ECCM for additional sensors. And I don't want to see the Calliope. Okay, incoming drop. So Lance gets to land right down here. What are we dealing with? Seriously, hunting down everybody is going to be a little bit of a problem. We're looking... It's a rapier, which apparently looks like a raven. So apparently they brought in the air cav. We've got a couple of rippers moving on in, which are going to be very fast and difficult to get. Striker light tank is LRM 15, LRM 5? Or is it an SRM 4 or something like that? I'm not super worried about it. Okay, Apollo. Yes, you're basically going to get just behind everybody and try and wipe them out as best as you can. 14, yeah, rippers, I kind of figured. What if you got right here? Oh, that's beautiful accuracy. It's molto bene accuracy. You could kill him, but the problem is I gotta touch these guys as well. So here's the plan. Him. Come on, let me see you. There you are. There you are. So I gotta make sure that they're actually going to engage me as well. So what I'm gonna do is Bravo and Charlie, because it's not terrible accuracy, because they're flying. Structure exposed, gonna kill him? Not quite, but a follow-up probably will kill him. And they are protected by AMS from that Rapier, but that Rapier has run out of AMS capability at that point. T-Bone! I want you to shoot down all the Rippers. 51% accuracy is what I'm going to have to work with. Oh, the AMS is still glitching out a little bit. You've already been hit a little bit, so fire everything you got. 30 missiles into your back. Just roll enough times, and apparently engine crit, vehicle destroyed. Taken out completely. Yeah, but it's more of a switch off the LRMs at close range build, really? Yeah, kind of. Can I get you over here? Sort of, but it wouldn't be accurate. Jump! Get you into range so you can fight somebody. Hi! ECCM is active. I'd like to knock you down, but 3 shots, slightly better. By slightly, I mean by like 10%. The problem is I don't want you to be able to move and get away from me. I shoot at the tank. Well, you missed all of your shots, so that is slightly unfortunate. So the commando still gets to move. Chester, I need you to shoot down a Ripper for me. Now the reason why I'm focusing on these Rippers is because they are really fast. So this Ripper is gonna get away if I don't kill him quick. Like, the Striker isn't getting anywhere. We are gonna get that Striker. It's not fast enough to escape. But this guy? Yeah, this guy up here is a problem. Wow, you were just shooting down all the things. Is it on a per shot basis? Because it really kind of feels like that. Enemy on phase 9. I'm really kind of surprised that you haven't moved anywhere. Or maybe you're just standing still and provide the best protection possible. Allied phase on 6. Please shoot. No, not so much. Enemy phase on 6. Incoming missiles to the back of the Cougar. Luckily for us, the Cougar is maximum armored and now has an electronic countermeasure system, which is very helpful. The tactics will be +5 or a +8 if they have both tactics and abilities. More missiles coming in on the Ripper. Unfortunately not able to connect because it is incredibly evasive. Very difficult to connect with. More allied phases. Hopefully we beat him out. If I beat him out with... Well, honestly, Punisher's not a terrible one to beat him out with. 77, 60, and 50. Surprising the heavy large laser is actually really inaccurate on this one. Fire!
Giving him everything I've got.
Vehicle destroyed thanks to that heavy large laser. Seriously, putting a heavy large laser on that Arctic Cheetah is the best thing we have ever done. So we're going to shift around over here. This is going to boil us a little bit, but that's fine, I think. Shut down override successful. Lovely. Jester is going to wipe out the tank then. Which side was exposed? Please tell me it was this side. It's your right side, which I'm in your left side, so I got to shift around over here. I am suffering, unfortunately, from quite a bit of firepower coming in from that side. Do I save the SRMs? How much damage do you need? No, I got to shoot it. But we are starting to run out of ammo. Got the striker. Okay, just the rapier left, and we've got 2 more rounds to actually wipe the enemy out. So we're already not going to be able to start maneuvering over swiftly enough. But we'll have to deal with it so far. Hi, you have an AMS system that I don't want to deal with. Shut off a single alarm to get the heat under control, or boil it? Well, the accuracy is too good not to boil it. Fire! So let's see if you can defend yourself. 6 of 31. Shutdown override successful. Apollo's up and ready to rock. Apparently this is a back attack on him. So he'll get on over here as well. We will shut off some small lasers just in order to keep the heat under control and blitz him in the back. And there goes all of our shots. And what do we got here? Arc welder destroyed. And information warfare suite destroyed. That's nice. Only 3 of 28 were shot down by his AMS. He does have a lot of gear. He's another gear pinata that we really, really want to steal. He's activated his pirate engine. I would have to say that that is a mistake, sir. That is not a good idea, because you're about to explode anyway. Although maybe that's the best idea then. Allied turret, unfortunately, I don't believe we're in support range. Oh, we are in support range. Although it looks like his AMS was able to handily deal with that. I'm going to try and kill him without coring him. Because if I can do that, that would be ideal. Because if we can kill him without coring him, I think most of his gear is there. Anybody know? Yeah, it should be a center torso, right? Where that pirate AMS is currently located? Because I would love to put it on another mech. Okay, we know where the enemy's coming from, but it's going to be difficult to actually get there. You're overheat already, so you are just going to move. That way it'll give you a round to chill out, and you'll be in position to actually do something when the next group shows up. I mean, you're probably not going to be able to do it great, but hey, we're going to work on that. You also will move into a position to really deal with things and brace up. That'll chill almost all of your heat. Jester, I think you can handle this guy, right? Yeah, his right side torso has... Oh, there's the laser AMS. Okay, so he's been overloading that. Heavy flamer, ammunition, plus his engine. So we're not going to get the AMS, I don't think. Not unless we're incredibly lucky. So we've got to hit his left side. Because if I come over here, I can probably cut through that and tear off an entire torso. But I want to steal the stuff. I want the stuff, man. Oh, he's just got so much dangerous equipment, though. That is a major concern. Like, all of his chaff gear and that sort of thing. Those will stop me from being able to effectively kill things. Fire to the back. Yes, there goes the counter. All the cool stuff that we wanted. But it was needed. He managed to stop most of my LRMs. Alright, what do you got left? Yeah, Apollo, you gotta handle this guy. It's unfortunate, but they'll have to deal with what they're dealing with on their own. We will shut off this and this because they're not particularly effective. Turn the heavy laser back on. We're heat neutral, baby. And buzz him to the back. And that'll core on his engine. So we've taken out, apparently, wave 2. But not wave 1 because there is still a mech from wave 1 running around somewhere around here. It'll take us about a turn or 2 to get over there. So this third wave is actually going to be a bit of a battle. Oh, who are you? Are you from the Defenders? Because you're that urban mech. Yeah, okay. So you're from the defending group. Sensor lock going down. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of a problem. Although incoming missiles on the commando. Looks like we were able to mostly handle it with the Cougar's ECM. That Cougar ECM was a huge pickup for us. So I'm really, really happy with how this Cougar's turning out. Like, this first battle really feels like a vindication of the build. So I'm very, very happy with it. Okay, so we got a commando on site. Couple of other... Oh, another couple of rippers. Really? Seriously, stop sending rippers at me. I don't want to fight rippers. Commandos I'll deal with, but rippers, no. Make the rippers go away. They're too fast. That's the problem. I can't catch them. I need to get to them. Give me aerospace fighters. I desperately need them to shoot down the enemy. Alright, there's somebody still over there, but I'm not going to bother with them for a bit. Go right here. Is that actually going to catch you under the thing? It should. Right? I'll do that.
I'm moving.
Hopefully I'll see a ripper. I don't. I see a commando though, so kill the commando. Or at least break the commando. There goes his right torso with all of his cool right arm stuff. So he's not having the best of days, but that does mean that the Rippers are still getting through, which is bad on several levels. I could just keep trying to cut him to pieces, but I kind of really want to take one of these Rippers. I mean, can I see any of these Rippers? I don't think it's even possible. That is somewhat scary. 29% versus the walk. The walk, I believe, was much better accuracy, wasn't it? Actually was not. Interesting. Yeah, we're going to have to go in on this commando. We'll take care of the Rippers later. But the commando's got to die. Cook a little bit. We want to just remove the commando from the equation so I can focus everything I've got on those Rippers. And he's dead. Head hit, pilot injured. It doesn't matter with the rest of the mech, but hey, the pilot is not having a good time.
What's up, boss?
Sorry, I'm mostly lurking down. Oh, that's fine. We're all just here to have a good time and relax. Let's see if we can desperately get to these Rippers. We desperately need to stop them. Can you see them? You see nothing. And also, you're out of SRMs, so there is that working against as well. Turn the LRMs on, just so I can start lobbing some fire that direction. Yeah, this is going to be the hard part. Oh, it's only a 9%. Just brace. Okay, phase 14. So something's out there. We're not quite sure what, though. It's a bit of a problem. The enemy is getting a little bit stretched out. Okay, so the Rippers are starting to get shot at by some sort of gun. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's LBXs, because we kind of need LBXs to knock those things down with the cluster rounds. Cluster rounds for anti-aircraft? Absolutely. Cougar's electronic countermeasure, once again, working heavily in its favor. Sprogue is playing Star Sector. Oh, I need to get into that game again. I played it way back when it was, what was it, Star Control? Star something. And then they had to change the name because they were going to get sued, and so they changed it.
Standing by.
Can I get, please, any line of sight on you? Just any line of sight. It's all I ask for. It's all I desire. Nope, got nothing. Well, at least he's going to be nice and chill. Apollo, I need you to see something, anything. Let's see what we got here. 0.9% and 0.9% is not going to work for me. T-Bone!
What can I do for you?
I'd like you to maneuver into a position where you can actually see some helicopters. Is that too much to ask? Hey, you can see some helicopters. I can't do that because, well, I'm already sort of cooking the mech, and I don't want to be. Arctic Cheetah will jump on in ahead of things in order to be able to get a line of sight. And that'll be a side line of sight from close range. Maybe we'll get lucky on something. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Fire. Oh, and he hit it with the large. Oh, so good.
Down.
I love this heavy large laser. My only regret is I did not get a hellspawn or a hellfire when I rolled this lance, because those heavy large lasers are so good. They're beautiful in every way. Oh, apparently reinforcement wave was only 3 mechs. Okay. So the Ripper is getting shot at. He didn't move a whole heck of a lot, although I do think he has a lot of natural evasion that he comes with because he's a Gila chopper, a VTOL. So, same over lots of thunder. Well, my fur baby is not liking the rain. Aw, that's so sad. I hope it feels a little bit safe when it's hanging out with you. So, let's swing in over here. Can we get another accurate heavy large laser shot, please? All right, we're gonna give you the chance to just one-shot it. And it's just gone. Oh, heavy large lasers, man. Heavy large lasers. They are the future. Well, they're not quite, but still. All right, so we have managed to kill everybody from those waves, but apparently there's more people from these waves. So we got to get back underway. We are going to sort of curl our way through the drop zone over here, because apparently there is still a mech there. Also, it'll bring us up behind the Urban mech, which has been apparently guarding and bombarding us this whole time, if he's not out of ammunition soon. Starfare is what it was called? Yep. Yep, thank you for that, Sprobe. So, back when it was Starfare. I'm trying to remember who first showed it to me. I think it was Total Biscuit. Although it might have been Scott Manley. One of those two. It was a while ago. But yeah, I was looking for something a little more action-oriented than FTL, because as amazing of a game as FTL is, I always kind of wished that I could have a little bit more control over it. And it promised to have that capability. Okay, you're going to run right up here. Do we have anything? Do we see anything? Because I'm right here, and I'm not seeing nobody.
I've got your back.
Punisher is quite a ways away, but then again, he can fly for the most part. Fly! and chill. To get most of that heat. Before the campaign came out even. Yep. TB was very early.
Yes, Commander.
Apollo's Cougar. This fantastic mech is amazing. The only thing I wish it was had a bigger engine. Really, that's the only thing that could make it better. Because if it had a bigger engine, it could make better use of those heavy smalls. Because then it would actually be able to get in the way nice and tight. Plus 30 heat from fire? Has it always been that high? I kind of imagine it hasn't always been that high, but maybe I'm wrong. But that seems like a lot. Okay, somebody just fired a PPC at me, and I have been pinged with a tag. So we're going to have to do something about that. Seriously, where is this target? Because the Kid Fox is getting shot at a lot. I'm very happy that the electronic countermeasure is covering him right now. Otherwise, this would be bad. Someone needs to remind me that Punisher needs to turn his electronic countermeasure back on instead of his anti-jamming capabilities. Alright, Jester's up.
Commander.
Jester was mostly on fire, wasn't he? Okay, let's run in around here.
Maximum speed.
Nobody sees nothing. Because the urban mech has started to finally move around the map. I don't want vigilance, I just want it done.
What can I do for
Punisher,
you?
set your electronic countermeasure to back to protect mode, and now you can sprint as fast as you like. As soon as it recalculates, you know, the universe. Roll 1, no fire. Yes, rule 1 is very much no fire. Otherwise, crew mech will not be happy with you. Fire on a spaceship is a very, very terrifying thing. You don't want it to happen to you. Alright, ECM protection is going down now, so Jester is properly covered.
You, Commander.
Seriously, where are these enemies? I mean, I suppose I'll just end things when the time comes, but still, I'd like to know. Kid Fox, in range, 2%. Can see the urban mech. We're not going to shoot. We'll shoot him later. Oh, he's on top of the building. How adorable.
For orders.
Can I flatten the building? I mean, I don't want to be mean about it, but can I flatten the building? Sprint. Give me the sprint. There we go. You're going to do epic battle with an urban mech. Or shoot the building. Oh, it's such accuracy. So this would be 80 damage right there, plus the pulse. Yeah, flatten the building.
Locked on target.
Bring the building down, and Irby with it. So he doesn't take that much damage, but it will make him quite unsteady, so he's not having the greatest of days. So enemy phase on 13. I think the urban mech is up, or maybe not. I mean, I've moved everybody of my people, so if the urban mech's not up, yeah, he's going to bounce. He's going to keep him very unevasive. And more missiles from the Calliope coming down on the Kid Fox. The Kid Fox is nice and chill. Everything is going exactly according to plan, according to T-Bone anyway. So phase 5, there's the Calliope turret. We got to kill it. We got to kill it because the incoming missiles eventually could cause problems for us. I don't know how much ammo it's got, but it clearly has a lot. Alright, Punisher, time for you to get on forward. You could take a very, very long-range shot.
Roger. Full throttle.
Oh, we don't see you with it. Okay, turn everything on. Fire.
All weapons are go.
Hey, you managed to hit it. Lovely. Is it on top of a building? If I were to flatten the building that a Calliope was on, would that kill it? I mean, I know that's pretty much the only way to kill turrets in tabletop, but...
No sweat.
ECM protected, terrible accuracy. Show me against the building. Or can I not target the building? Is it on a building, or is it just on like a post next to... Oh, it's on a post next to it. Never mind. Okay, take a shot? Sure, why not? We're starting to run out of ammunition anyway, and the mission's almost over. Say, some decent hits on the Calliope. We're going to work it down bit by bit. Jester, I kind of want you to go after this urban mech, which is clearly standing right there, but for some reason I cannot see it. And fire a couple of shots over to the side. Managed to hit it with the ER mediums. Lovely. The smalls required for much closer range combat. And Apollo.
Need something,
Are you going to be able to see the urban mech now, or not really? I'd really like for you to be able to see this urban mech.
Understood. Moving fast.
Nope, not happening. Okay, continue the long-range engagement against the Calliope. Managed to nail a couple of shots, but nothing serious just yet. Okay, how are we doing? Part 11, enemy movement. He's hidden right here. And he's bounced back up. He is in behind us. Fortunately for me, he can't hit the broadside of a barn, so we've got that taken care of. Good job, everybody. Multiple stacking electronic countermeasures. It's working lovely. Everything is exactly according to plan. Sounds a lot going down on the Arctic Cheetah, and oh boy, we got artillery. Okay, so this just became a heck of a lot more important to get things done quickly.
That hurt.
Because artillery is a problem. Did anybody take a headshot? Kid Fox taking some more missiles. A couple of them getting dunted on the armor. So we do need to get this urban mech killed now, and then we need to go move on, take out that artillery as soon as we possibly can. Because the Calliope is not all that dangerous compared to the artillery. More missiles coming in. A lot of missiles. Ooh. Inferno rounds at that. Jeez. They want me dead on many, many ways. Okay, so Jester. I'm really tempted to have Jester just go after the... Such terrible accuracy because it was flying. If I tried to punch, it would be a 30, which would just be even worse. I don't want to be seen by these turrets, but I may not have much of a choice. Right. And we're going to have to do this the hard way.
Position confirmed.
Slip on over, target him with that, and spit everything you got him. And he's unsteady. Lost his evasion. Now it makes him vulnerable to people like, you know, Punisher, who comes in here with his heavy large lasers, which hopefully will be incredibly accurate and keep you out of the arc of fire, so hopefully you won't get hit. Aye.
Aye, aye.
You missed. That was very unfortunate. You did target acquire him, though, so we've got that working for him. Apollo! I don't think you can actually get a line of sight on him. No, you can't. So what that means is you have to go start hunting for that artillery turret. Light rocket turrets, Calliope, heavy turret chassis, 100 ton. Okay, so you're it. So sprint. Get you underway. You can't actually see the turret at that point. So we will do like so. I'm going to ignore that for a bit. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, my accuracy is dog crap, but hey, we've got open fire. Let's get some fire more down on the Calliope. If we can break it soon, then we can move on to that artillery turret that's going to get me killed.
Commander?
You have shooting scoot? You absolutely do. Thank you, T-Bone. Okay, bore through his armor. Make him just in pain. So much pain if you can manage it. And we destroyed his ERPPC. So that should take away most of his firepower. Now we're going to swing... Oh, he's providing an electronic countermeasure. That would be why. Okay, you're going to actually move right in between my two electronic countermeasures. Hopefully you're going to get double covered by that. And let's see how the enemy's going to refine. He's on fire, but he no longer has a PPC. So, can you just explode? No, not really. I've got to shut down this jammer, because this jammer is going to make it almost impossible to knock out these turrets. Override was successful. That is unfortunate for us. Alright, everybody duck! Duck and cover! Incoming shells and missiles. Oh, Commando's taking accurate fire. That's not good. By the way, LA added command bunker turrets to the game. They have various EW gear. That was a gas rifle. And thunder launchers. That would be bad. And we've been hit. Tag destroyed. Structure exposed. So the Commando's not feeling good, but at least the Urban Mechs is feeling worse. And more fire coming down to the Kid Fox. Well, it looks like it's being spread all over the place. Jeez, they're just lighting the entire city on fire. Maybe I should just leave him alone. Oh, I can't. His jammer is a problem. I mean, that's the main reason I gotta kill him. Because he's jamming me. Jester!
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, what you've got to do, because this is your ATM arm, isn't it? Yes, it is. What you've got to do is you've got to get the heck on out of here. You are no longer involved in this combat. So you're going to slip on back. You're still within the jamming field.
Engaging. Start.
Oh, you hit him quite nicely. There goes his right arm, which takes out his Nelsig, apparently. Don't think I can trust that, but hey, we'll just go with that. Stand still and fire. I mean, you do have shoot and scoot. I don't want to shut off your ECM, because your ECM is incredibly important. But you are jamming me from being accurate. I'm going to have to shut off the ECM. Because it's too dangerous. Electronic countermeasure is active. Okay, shoot and scoot time. So, shoot.
All weapons are go.
You missed, but you brought down the building back there, which is pretty cool, don't get me wrong. But, not the intended thing that we were hoping for. Slip on over here. So your shutdown override was successful, but you are cooking a little bit. T-Bone! You are going to see if you can't break the lock as well. It looks like you can. Unfortunately, you're going to have to sprint if you want to do that in order to kill him. Yeah. So if I can tear you apart, just kill you, then I can not have to worry about things. Flames on the way. That's not good. Oh, come back over here. Come back with the commando. That'll do it. I just need to run to do it. Okay, so that'll give me terribly accurate fire. Or inaccurate fire, as the case may be. Direct line of sight. I gotta break that direct line of sight. I don't think I can. I mean, that's the best I've got.
Sprinting.
Flip on back. We're cooking it a little bit, but fire anyway. Stop spotting me. Engine crit. Heat sinks destroyed. Guardian ECM destroyed. Exchanger destroyed. Ouch. He's having a bad day, which is lovely for us. Enemy phase. Apollo is up. Apollo's got to abandon his current engagement because he's got to kill this thing. If it does not die this round, we're in trouble. Okay, you're going to get right behind him. You're going to get ready to blitz him with everything you've got. This is the last of our missiles. We're going to fire him.
Acknowledged.
Please kill it. Please kill it dead. You did not kill it dead.
Inflicted heavy
You're going to get shelled. That's the only way to put it. We did spread out a little bit more. Hopefully they won't be able to get accurate fire over here, although it is an artillery gun. So it will probably reach. Enemy turn. Phase 2. Arctic Cheetah taking some missile fire. Luckily, it is out of the line of sight. Still within the... Well, not quite within the protective range, unfortunately. Kid Fox is getting shelled. More engine crits on the poor urban mech. So that is going out quite nicely. I'm kind of surprised it's not dead yet, considering it can only take 3 crits before it dies. And it is on fire, and this pilot does not care in the slightest. It is just boiling, and it is having fun. And a couple more Inferno rounds just lighting the entire city on fire. Everybody needs to duck and cover. You know, they're very lucky that there's only so many things that can actually light on fire. You are a shooter and a scooter. Unfortunately, you are basically unable to do anything because you cooked the last turn. So you're going to walk. Can you run up and punch him? How much health does he have left? Not a whole heck of a lot, but you will be in a lot of pain. So what I'm instead going to do is I'm going to sprint. And you're going to come over in this direction as well. Just to get some movement going on, some evasion going on, and your temperature under control. Arctic Cheetah should have a shot, actually, right? That's a 72% chance. Shut off the ER medium and fire.
Say goodbye.
That was a good hit on that one. Another engine crit. He does not care. His engine crit resist capabilities are maximum. And you're going to... Oh, shoot. I should have shut off his electronic countermeasure. Well, we're going to hope that back there is safe. Hopefully you won't be able to hit me. Jester, you also have shoot and scoot, so you're going to take aim at a long range. May as well fire the small laser. Why not? Another engine crit. How many crits can this man take? Apparently 8 million. Sprinting generates heat? Absolutely. Every movement generates heat. He's on the ground. His initiative is minimum. And he's in the middle of a fire, which is kind of sad, actually. Like, I'm not sure if he's going to survive much longer. Apollo needs to move next. Apollo will kill it and then break contact. Alright, ready? Oh, wow, you have, like, no accuracy going on here. You're still going to fire everything, because you need at least one good hit. There we go. He is dead. So the defending forces are dead. Apparently, there's still 1 unit left in the reinforcing wave 1. I'm not sure where it is, but it's out there. Alright, you're going to run across over here. You're going to be under the guns of the enemy. Can I avoid running through fire? Is that at all a thing? No, you're just going to run through fire. Get used to it. Just please don't shut off. Otherwise you will possibly die. Okay, good. Alright, we're going to get shut up by incoming missiles, but I'm going to be able to go... Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. A whole bunch of artillery shells. Not sure what kind of shells they're... Oh! Oh, we got nailed by the Gauss turret. Oh, it's an Urban Mech turret. That's not good. God, these turrets are going to be a nightmare to deal with. Can't seem to break contact with them. What is their view range? Okay, how to kill. How to kill them all. Okay, we need this turret dead, and we need this turret dead, because this Urban Mech UMM is just not good for us. Who is it? 1 3 HP. So where do we get... So the heavy turret needs to die, and the Urban Mech turret needs to die. Jester, it's time for you to move at maximum sprint. So we're going to get things on the roll. He's ECM protected, which is good. And we're going to shoot the Calliope. If I put enough fire into it, eventually it has to die. Those are the rules, technically. I'm not sure where they're written, but I'm told that those are the rules. Don't want to see by that turret at all. Oh, if that turret sees me again, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Calliope... Jesus Christ. I think you may have gone a little bit overboard, LA. 345 health on a 55-ton turret is a little bit bonkers. Fire. Break something. God. There we go. We blew up the engine. They keep sensor locking you for vision. Yeah, they sensor lock me on some of them. I just don't know where all of it's coming from. Punisher. It's time to get you on the move. You need to be... Guardian ECM state, ECCM mode, ECCM. Go back to protect mode, please. So, Guardian ECM, ECM mode. Time to sprint. Okay, we need to rebuild how fast you can move. Okay, there it goes. Alright, so I'll get in the water. I'll be hyper-aggressive about it. Oh god, I've identified several turrets. Including a light rocket turret, which I don't really care about if I'm honest. Heavy turret chassis, however. Everything on, because I'm in the water. Okay, we hit him with the one. Oh, this is going to have like 1,000 health, isn't it? Just 1,000 health in structure alone. Can't imagine it'll have anything else. Alright, so you are boiling and in pain. So what you're going to do is you're going to vigilance. Take care of that. Then you're going to sprint as fast as you can. Preferably without being seen by some of these targets. Unfortunately, I don't think I can avoid the light rocket turret seeing me. Show me the turret. Okay, we're going to large pulse it.
Firing.
1, 2 miss, 2. We're working on it, bit by bit. We will kill this cannon. That turret had an Artemis fire control system and a Bloodhound probe. Ouch. That's pretty dumb. Okay. Yeah, turrets are way too strong. Like, I get what they're going for, and I can't slag it off completely, because I agree that the turrets needed to be buffed, but oh, in a situation like this, the turrets are painful. So very painful. Alright, I'm up close and personal on top of you, buddy. Hiya. Hi there. Oh, there we go. Almost dead, but not quite. Punisher, I need your Arctic-Cheetah to kill it, to destroy it, to wipe it out. All of it. And do I want to cook it? I absolutely do not want to cook it, but I also don't want to make sure... I want to make sure that it doesn't survive. Fire everything! We had to. We had to make sure that it died. Engine core 200. Jeez. There is some serious power going into this. I'd make my fixed emplacement scary strong if I had to go against mechs, you're saying? My only counter to that would be... This is a one-skull mission. That is my counter, sir. Alright, so we're not going to shoot the building, not with our remaining 60 missiles. This mech is going to run out of ammunition before the end of it. Which, you know, that's fine. We can deal with that. Sprint! Nope. Jester, come back. Sprint! As fast as you can go. As long as I'm not seen by that god-awful Urban mech turret that happens to have a Gauss rifle on board, I'm perfectly happy. Fire at the light rocket turret. See, like, this one's more reasonable. It's got 128 health. That's fine. Incoming fire. What do we got? I think I was more stunned by the fact that it was a 55-ton turret, and it had 350 health. But it's not free to make fixed in place. Oh, the rockets, man. The rockets. He crit my streak. That's not okay. That's not okay. You're not allowed to blow that arm up. That arm is precious, precious heritage. Punisher. Oh, what you're going to do is you're going to move back, and you're going to engage this turret. And you're not going to engage the Urby turret. The reason why we're doing this is we don't want to die. Give me that light rocket turret again. Do I boil you? I absolutely boil you. Because the amount of damage that you deal is just so... Emergency shutdown. That's okay. As long as I kill this thing, that's okay. Do I fire everything? Yes. Look at me like one more round of shooting. Torch it! Please die. Please explode. Please no longer exist. That took him out. Okay. So now we're down to just the Urby turret. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to maneuver over here. And actually, no, I'm not. Because I want to make sure I can get there in short order. Because what we're going to do is next turn we're going to engage with everything. So I'm going to brace to chill out. Jester is going to position to be able to engage as of next turn as well. This is the plan. Although really I should wait to engage the turn after that. Because I want to have the heavy large laser. It's a very important piece of kit for me. Like, that heavy large laser is amazing. Okay, Jester. 55 ton. I would need to deal too much. Okay, so we're going to wait a turn. Everybody's just going to brace. Going to chill out. We're going to get your mechs back on. We're going to get ready. And we're not going to get killed, right? Right, guys? That's the plan. We all survive.
Good to go.
Brace it up.
Bracing for impact.
Okay, let's get ready to do this. Shoot through one side. Turns don't have the advantage of a mech's ability to take damage on a bunch of different locations and keep going. Shoot through to one side and it's gone. Yeah. Apollo, you're going to be the first one in on this one. You're going to get in there. You're going to hit it with everything you've gotten. If you can hit with multiple times of everything you got, that'd be great. Fire! 1, 2. Everything hit. Okay, that's lovely. So already we're starting off on a strong foot here. T-Bone shoots last. And the reason why T-Bone shoots last is T-Bone actually... Yeah, T-Bone shoots last. At least I want him to. At least until the armor is exposed. If I can get a penetrating... Okay, we're on the armor. So now T-Bone can shoot because he'll go for crits.
Commander?
T-Bone, you're up.
Affirmative.
Heavy large laser sounds so nice. Fire everything. Got it. Okay. The turret's done. The Kit Fox is out of ammo. That was its last round of shooting.
Got my attention.
Okay, so time to wipe out the base.
Aye, aye.
Shut off the shut off everything. Yeah, you're taking a round. You're gonna take a round off. Just get that heat back under control. Enemy is apparently operating on phase 12. We're gonna try and hunt him down, but I don't know who's left. T-Bone, you're out of ammo. Just brace. Jester, you are not out of ammo, although you're getting close there. You're getting very close. 100 health, 150, 100 health. Yeah, we'll go for the 100 health one first.
Roger that.
Mostly flattened. Punisher.
Orders.
You're gonna go for the other 100 health building, because I think you can wipe it out in one salvo. Oh, there's a 50 health building? Real? 4 reels?
Locked on target.
And there it goes. One structure down, just need a couple more to go.
Target destroyed.
So we're pretty much out of our missile ammunition. I'm very happy that we switched over to a more pulse laser friendly setup. Or at least just laser friendly setup. Keeps us able to handle all of the things.
On my way.
100, 150, that'll be not enough, so I'll just go and wipe out the small corporate building over here. Apparently you missed one, that was important. Luckily for us, I had enough redundancy. Honestly, it's proven to be my biggest gripe as I play RogueTech. The damage soak some of these units makes me feel like I'm playing an MMO. The reason why, the reason why tanks got the big buff that they did, in order to have a lot more health, is because they were able to implement all the like systems damage that tanks can take, and so they really wanted to be able to show that off. Which, in order to do that, they kind of needed the tanks to have enough health so they wouldn't immediately die the moment they got hit through the armor. So.
Target destroyed.
And so they up the health on that so that you can crit all the things. Although I don't know what a lot of the crits do. Like, we get crew compartment crit all the time. And I don't know what it does. Like, what is it doing? Like, is it actually affecting anything? Because I was under the impression that a crew compartment crit was supposed to... Do we destroy everything? Oh, I do have to kill all 4 structures. That's unfortunate. I was under the impression that a crew compartment crit was supposed to be, like, where the infantry were. Insane amount of Ramens weapons makes me not play mostly. It's fine. If you're really concerned about it, definitely play just... You can shut off a lot of the eras. So if you want to play a specific type of era, you can just change that in the installer. Now, I like just having stupid amounts of stuff to work with, so I keep all the eras on, but if you want to, like, reduce it to just the Clan Invasion stuff, you can turn off, like, the super late tier stuff. So when you go through the installer, make sure that you pay attention, and because you can tailor the experience to what you will find to be as more enjoyable as possible. So a lot of the crazy mech types you can turn off, a lot of the era stuff you can turn off, so it's limited more to certain things. So... Also, you seen the hardest part? Yeah, Clan early game is nuts. Which I think it is. So we gotta find that last guy in wave 1. Yeah, definitely just go back through the installer when you go. So just reinstall stuff over, and you can turn off almost anything you don't want to deal with. You can turn it to nearly just being the base game with the RogueTech mechanics of like the double blind and the ECM and that sort of thing. So if you wanted to go that route, you can do it. So.
Got my attention.
It's much better once you can make this. Yeah, Simber, I really do suggest that you go back in, just run the installer again, and then when you go through it, uncheck a whole bunch of the options. So there's a whole bunch of mech types that you can uncheck, there's a whole bunch of era types you can uncheck, and that'll probably get you more set up. Why are the mechs pink? Apparently this is a very difficult to reproduce bug, but we now have it on camera. So there's that.
Need something, Chief?
So. I am kind of surprised we managed to do as well as we did. Like, I get it was a 1-skull mission, but still, I didn't think we'd survive this. Both are quite a bit tougher than I think they should be from a tabletop perspective, but they're much closer to what I would expect from a game balance perspective. Turrets or tanks and vehicles? I think part of it At least for me. I know I'm still very used to, like, because we just had, what, 36 episodes of Urban Warfare. So that's 36 hours at least of playing through Urban Warfare. And so I got comfortably used to being able to basically one-shot a vehicle just by stepping on it with anything. So adjusting to that has been a very interesting experience. It's like, I can't actually break you. That's a bit of a problem. Both turrets and vehicles? Yeah. I like the vehicle mechanics where it's like there's more crits to be had. I just don't know what any of the crits are actually doing. Because I'm guessing, Shade, that this is a bug from a while back where any crit was a destroyed crit even if it wasn't. So, like, you see crew compartment destroyed and it probably actually isn't destroyed. Let's see if I can find this guy. Where are you? Oh, maybe he's dead. Oh, that could be a thing. Well, show he's... Yeah, he's off map. Right, okay. We gotta get out of here. So, unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to ride the fire starter part, but that should be everything. Let's get going, folks. We're out of here. Vanilla makes you soft. Yeah, that would be an interpretation. It being so hard to see enemy evasion is also kind of upsetting. You can kind of tell by how far they move. I mean, there is a certain level of that, but it's being worked on. But just get better ACM. So if you're really concerned about it, what you can do is you can definitely lean more into trying to get mechs with better electronic countermeasure systems. So, and if you're not concerned about participating in the war at all, then you can just save it at a mech that you want, like a Raven. Vanilla makes you soft. I've never much liked sort of phrasing because the game is harder doesn't mean it's better. The thing about this game is it gives you more options. So this has always been the thing that I always hit home whenever I talk about RogueTech. RogueTech gives you a lot of ways to deal with a problem. So, where is he in your base breaking your stuff? He's off the map, he's gone. So RogueTech gives you a lot of ways to play the game. You can play a very melee-focused style. You can play a style where your mech will walk up and stomp and destroy it every single time. You just have to build into that. And sometimes that might mean that you need to start a new campaign a couple of times over so you can get, say, the Valiant that you really, really want. So just... I think it's harder because it gives you more to do. And everything that the enemy can do, you can do too. Minus, of course, having turrets. So... it's one level above. I can tell it's a mech level of info. Doesn't mean it's the right approach. Yep, and there's always debates on how to do it. And again, Sibri, I really do suggest that you go in with the installer and you fiddle with a couple of the install options. I think that'll have a significant effect on your enjoyment. Because it'll help you tune it to something that will make it more fun for you. Apparently he did show up somewhere. What is all this happening? Hidden camera focus for spawned reinforcements. Oh, that's funny that we get that. That's a debug that's a problem. I would never restart until I get a Valiant. No, never. Oh, we should have done Solaris Start Shade. But you voted for pirates. We could have had a Valiant. It would have had an axe. You can lower the difficulty? Yeah. Oh, the contract payments, so good. Okay, so we did actually kill Wave 1. Oh, did we not? Okay, so we didn't actually kill Wave 1, but he didn't spawn, so. Clan Steel Viper is liking us more and more. And I looked around a little bit on the map, and I found the... Oh, jeez, kills everybody. And we only got 770 XP. That's a bit of a joke. Okay, chaff countermeasures, no thank you. Light PPC plus cap... Oh, this is the rapid fire one we got recently. Alrighty, so we need to keep an eye on things. Medium pulse, which is rakers. So is this just the raker medium pulse now? Like, it only does basically an increased accuracy, or did VSPL... I think I remember reading that. That VSPLs became what pulses used to be. Or whereas the X pulses became what it was. No, the small pulse still works as it used to. Okay. I'm totally confused. We'll have to look more into that. Street gas rams, we could get thumpers if we wanted a Beagle after proof, which I think I don't actually have one. Whole bunch of fusion cars. Engine XL. Oh, it's an inner sphere XL? What is that doing out here? Why? And internal combustion engines, of course. Fire control prism, 6 standard types. Heat sinks just bundled galore. A mask. A pirate fire control system. Although it's only +1. It's not the +3 that it used to be. The range finder. A warfare suite. So much gear. But I really do need weapons, and I can't get away with not getting weapons. Alright, what do you think? Do we think we keep the XL engine, and we look for some weapons in here to steal? Or what? Probably an old Starleague era XL? Yeah, I suppose that does make a certain amount of sense. For it to turn into a 35-cent slab binocular, those mechs sure came out largely undamaged. It's a more tamed experience? Oh, look, oh, Battletech BTA, I'm trying to remember what that stands for. So the Thumper is interesting, but I'm not sure I want to bother with it. It's 15 tons to do 50 damage. Granted, it also does the AoE effect, which is interesting, but I don't think I have much interest in trying to build artillery mechs, especially not right now. Light tag is interesting, because it's half a ton. We currently have a full tag on the Arctic Cheetah. Oh, countermeasures. We ran out all light mechs, didn't we? There was not a single 40 or 45 ton. Oh, we can get an urban mech. We might be able to build another urban mech. Oh, let's see. No. Maybe. I'm kind of leaning into it. Like, I do like it. So what's the problem with Fire Control System Pirate? So grants breaching shot, which is great. +1 accuracy with all range weapons. Provides +1 evasion pip ignored. +1 recoil with all range weapons. Plus 10% weapon heat. Right. As all pirate ones work. Is Dynox yes, Dynox from the Discord. He absolutely is. He just doesn't go by the same name as he does on YouTube. He is a mystery man. So maybe the light PPC, because this is an interesting piece of equipment, and people were actually educating me this on the Discord. We have this over in our pirate campaign, and so the way it works is it's got 3 firing modes. It's got the normal firing mode, a rapid fire mode, and an overcharge mode. In rapid fire mode, it shoots twice, but does so at half damage, and ignores 1 pip of evasion and has 1+ accuracy, I believe. And then in overcharge mode, it does 45 damage. It's only 4 tons. Oh, it also generates like 15 more heat when it shoots in overheat mode. It's only 4 tons, so it's a light PPC, but it's got some interesting work. And if it jams on you, because once you turn it to its alternate fire modes, it can jam on you, you can just set it to the normal mode and just keep using it as it used to be, and it'll keep it from blowing itself up unless, you know, you take a crit. Anyway, so it makes it's a very interesting piece of kit, and I kind of want to use it. It would be fairly solid on a mech that had like 1 hard point for energy, like a really terrible mech, say a Shadowhawk 2H, which is just a god-awful piece of junk. Well, enough on that. Another LRM-15. What I really need is a double heatsink kit, but we didn't keep anybody really all that intact. I can just get 6 medium lasers. I need that. I do need that. That is something we require. Oh, but what do I lose for it? Gunnery +1, which is a 2.5 or a 5% accuracy increase. The Warfare Suite, which is just all of that. You can't see, but I am gesturing towards my screen grandly. So minus 10% signature when ECM is active, -1 accuracy debuff to enemies in aura range within ECM active, plus 15% increased sensor range, plus 20% increased sight range. Active probe counters ECM stealth by 4. Bonus of 2 to sensor detection, provides additional sensor information. Electronic countermeasure suite grants a 3 ECM field to anyone in range. ECM bubble is 190 meters. The jammer granting a penalty of 2 to enemy sensor checks in range. The jammer bubble is 260 meters, so it's not as good as the Guardian in terms of that, but it can also switch onto an active mode. So, can toggle ECM and ECCM. UAV compartment establishes a sensor lock on all... Oh, so I could use an UAV with it. Generates 15 heat. Yeah, I gotta keep that. That's too important not to take. The rangefinder I want to keep because it's basically free tonnage, if I recall correctly. Even though it says 1 ton, that's just because the normal location is the 1 ton. You hate that mech too. I think that anybody with a brain is gonna hate a Shadowhawk 2H. It's a junk pile. That is the only way to describe that mech. It is absolutely terrible. I had to do it. I had to do it. Okay, we got a Commander part and 2 Mongoose parts. We got a Raven part. We did not build an Irby, although we may. Actually, I think we might have the parts to build an Irby. We did not get the 6 light. I should have done it, but still, I needed it. Got a 130 core, a Thumper artillery, SRM4. That's a nice replacement. We kind of need that. Whole bunch of heat sinks, which I don't think we need at this point. Well, we kind of do. And ammunition for the Thumper. Yes, the Shadowhawk 2H is just junk. It's absolute garbage. And I don't know if you've been watching our pirate campaign, but we have one in our pirate campaign, and it was so awful that I broke my rule of saying that I want to be able to finish off the first planet before I then go on to do other things, and I mid-planet refit that damn thing. It's horrific. Very reasonable argument for the worst mech in the game. Yeah, I think you can make that argument. So nobody, Spark says, so nobody mentioned that evasion pips don't show on the map, only on the info box after clicking said mech. Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh, that's awful. So, but yeah, that was... Heiner Steiner Scout Lance composition, 3 Atlases, reconnaissance element, and 1 Highlander for the light fire support element. Sprog, this was a tip made for you. We actually could do that. We literally can do that in our Mech HQ game. We have 3 Atlases and we have a Highlander. So... The only thing is that Highlander is the shorter range one with the AC-20, and it's not the missile only. Whoo boy! Okay, so Tortuga has managed to grab another planet, which is lovely, because that's going to be the faction we join with on the other side. Jade Falcon and Snow Raven appear to be racing as fast as they can towards the Ionosphere. Tortuga took another planet. Tortuga just taken all the planets. Yes! When we finally ally with them. I was worried that if we picked Tortuga, we wouldn't have enough people to sort of be on our side for the faction shop, but it looks like that was not a concern that needed to be made at all. It's lovely. Okay, so Cougar is 3 days on the repair. The Kit Fox is 3 days. The Arctic Siege is 3 days. And the Commando is 6 days for getting its arm nearly blown off. So what I'll do is I'll throw this up top. That'll get 2 of the mechs repaired by the time he's finished. But there's not much I can do about that after that. We're kind of stuck. Let's go into the mech bay, because I think I might be able to build one. Storage. Bring me storage. Aha, we can build an Urban Mech. Okay, what 2 Urban Mechs can we build? Where's the other Urban Mech? Show me only lights. There it is, an R8Q. So we can't ready the R8Q, but we can ready an R81. So it carries an ERPPC tag, Beeble Active Probe, Guardian. So this was the nut job that we were having to fight. So it is compatible with the R8Q, but we can't make the R8Q out of it. So I'm not sure why, but that's an interesting. Excuse me, the Zeus is the light fire support. The Highlander is 2 radar waste and a scout elements. We have 20 people so far? 20 people, what? I think I'll build the R81. The R8Q, I'm not super, like, I don't care to build just triple PPC. I'll take this for the ERs. And 19,000, we'll build us another mech. Confirmed, you may proceed, sir. Alrighty, we have our electronic countermeasure nutjob urban mech. Let's go check it out on the back. The reason why I bought this, so I can sell it. Not gonna lie. I built it so I could probably sell it. Alright, let's go check it out. What do you got? You actually managed to save on board nothing. The Beagle probe and a jump jet. And aside from that, nothing. You need at least half of these base parts to build a particular variant. Oh, okay. Thank you, Debek. That's very helpful. We have 30 people watching, adding Twitch. Wow, that's a lot of people for us on Twitch. Because that's what, 10 people on Twitch? We have 20 pirates for Tortuga? Awesome! Oh, that's so cool. I really should join that Discord. There is a specific Discord for the faction play, in case anybody's actually interested. I don't have a link to it, but it is over on the RogueTech Discord, if you want to go check that out. That engine is worth something? What engine? I see no engine here. There used to be a light engine in here, and it was broken. Yeah, I think we just sell everything? Like, do we need another urban mech? Do I want another urban mech? So, 25 YouTube, 5 on Twitch are your numbers. Awesome! That is a fairly decent number for Twitch. Like, normally we don't get anybody on Twitch. Although, ironically, it's a lot easier to become a Twitch partner than it is to become a YouTube partner at this point. We're at 666 subscribers on YouTube at this point, and in order to be considered for, like, partner program or whatever, we need to be 1,000, which, I think that'd be amazing if we could make it in a year just to say we did it, but I don't know. And on Twitch, you only need 50 followers, so we're working on that. Yeah, I think we sell this. RogueTech War Discord link. I don't... Oh, did you throw it in Discord over on mine? It's worth throwing up in case anybody's actually interested. Where would that be? I have no idea. Yeah, whatever. So we will worry about that later. So I don't think we save this Urban Mech. I think we've got to get rid of it. We already have an Urban Mech. We've got an Urban Mech 2C, which we're currently building out. So I don't need a second one. Saber says, in fact, the immortal words of General Thomas Hogarth, the Zeus is a lighter design best used for such roles. You gotta love Battletech. Yeah, we're gonna scrap the Urby. It had nothing. We would have to build it from scratch, and I'm not that desperate for parts. These are the things some Lyran generals actually believe. I feel like you should, like, put a sign next to any Lyran general, and anytime you start speaking absolute nonsense, you hold up, like, just the sign, people actually believe this. 3 days. Okay, so that would be one of our mechs. Let's go check it out, make sure it's not actually busted. Yeah, YouTube eats links. Why don't you send that link to me over on the on Discord? Just send me to me in a private message, and I will toss it up. The Cougar did phenomenally. This build worked out excellent. So, oh, it's just so good. It was minor changes. Minor changes. So good. I mean, I'd still prefer to kind of honestly have a large ball laser there, but I will take what I can get. And it turned out to be phenomenal. It's underweight, so it's not actually anything broken. Give it another 3 days. We're done there. Go check out our mechs. The Commando is back, and the Commando is dented. Yeah, it took a crit on its ATM launcher. So we need to get that modified. Fix the ATM. I don't know what I want to do with this mech. Like, it's solid. Like, I got it. It's a solid mech. I just don't know what I'm gonna... Maybe I should go triple smalls? Do I have smalls anymore? I think I used them all up. I could go triple small. Be weird, but I could do it. Got 2 days to fix them up. Confirm. Is it okay for me to yeah, it's fine. It's a Discord to the faction war, so it's cool. Unless there's a specific Tortuga one that I'm not aware of. So we need to chill for another several days. Oh, this is gonna kill me. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. Let's get my commando up there. We'll be ready in 3 days to launch another attack, which we need to. It's going to be at a higher difficulty, which means we got to go take a major engagement, unfortunately, unless something new comes up. That'll get us back ready to rock. Lovely. Double check on the mech bay itself. It's our own private one for the faction. Yeah, if you want to throw it up, just know that it's a public Discord, so... Alright, so we are good. We have our 4 mechs back. Let's go put our mech warriors back and get everything going. So Apollo is good. Jester is good. Punisher is good. And T-Bone is good. And Ace Pilot is just the greatest ability ever. Alright, so we need some cash, and we need some cash quick, because the next trip we gotta make is like 16 days, and that's gonna be unpleasant. Oh no. I think we gotta travel now. I can't take a 2-skull attack and defend. That would be the death of us. And 2.5 skulls. It's just too much difficulty. We must star map away. You lose parts you can sell? Oh, any loose parts? No, not really. Like, there's nothing here that we really can afford to get rid of at the moment. At least I don't think there is. So, light rifle ammo. But I kind of want to keep it just in case. Besides, it's ammunition at that point. UAC ammo, which I need. This, I need to keep all the Gauss ammo and the double Gauss ammo that we have, because I have a Gauss rifle for it. I just don't know what to put it on yet. The Thumper I could supposedly get rid of. I just don't want to. See, that's part of my problem. Ever since ATB the Living Space got implemented, I don't want to sell anything. I want to keep all this to see what I can build. I am not selling one of these Gauss rifles. Just no. There was a travel contract that was half skull. Yeah, I gotta double check to see if that's actually going to the right planet, because there is a half skull planet that's 2 jumps away that I was looking at earlier. Obligatory. Whee! I love this map. Which I think this is... No, not here. Here? Is this Tortuga? No, that's Federated Suns. This is Tortuga. We're somewhere around here. I don't know where we are, but we are somewhere around here. So... yeah, all the travel contracts are in the inner sphere, I think. Maybe. Zoom in here. We need to be traveling to this planet, to Hellgate, because that'll bring the difficulty down and allow us to farm a little bit better, so we can get some stuff. He loves him some Gauss. I love me some Gauss. Gauss is awesome. It is my favorite weapon system by far in the BattleTech universe. I am also somewhat partial to Hags, but Gausses are just amazing. Just, they're so cool. Do any of these go anywhere? Yeah, this would be 221 days travel. This would be 209 days travel, and this would be 250 days travel. So yeah, we're not taking any of those. What is the face faction out in the void? These folks. The face faction out in the void is the new Delphi Compact. So, thems be them. But we need to take a small trip up here, which apparently Jade Falcon is now all of clan space, according to the map anyway. So, clanners, you're starting to lose your home base to Jade Falcon while you try and desperately to get down here into the inner sphere. I'm just saying. Okay, so we are heading over towards Hellgate, and this will take us 25 days at 100,000 Zeebles. This is going to bring us very close to the end of the month, which is a problem, because we are bankrupt. Stop, the Urban Mech is done. Let's go check it out. What do we do to it? Those are the Yarn folk? No, it's a new Delphi Compact. Refit. Let's go see what you got. Oh, I probably shouldn't refit. I really shouldn't refit. Medium pulse laser, has an engine 060, and ferrofibrous. And that's it. Oh, and enough heat sinks to keep it moving, right? Does it? Engine has negative 18. It's minus 4 heat sinks to keep it running. Okay, so it is an Urban Mech 2C, so it can do whatever 2Cs normally would do. No, can't do that. I mean, it fits. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we build it this way? Should we construct an Urban Mech that has... I'm going to take the broken one so I can fix them. Should we construct an Urban Mech in this way? Anyone want to give me a TLDR of the new Delphi Compact? Not much inside them? Know nothing about them. So, what do you guys think? Do you think we go with an Urban Mech with a light Gauss rifle? If it fits. Well, it's basically an AC-10. It's 10 damage less than an AC-10, honestly, but it's basically an AC-10. We've almost built a normal one. A normal Urby. Suppose I could rip this off for a little bit more tonnage. There's almost no lore on them. Yeah. Do you have an engine in that? Yeah, I've got an 060. We've got the Urby engine in it. No, I can't do that. I can't do that to myself. Excel engine. 14 tons. You know, if we really wanted to go nuts about it, we could do this, and then that would let me fit the silver bullet without any trouble. The problem is I don't have enough tonnage for it. Light Gauss is not enough attacker. Yeah, that's a fair point. It's got 4 ballistic slots. 4 ballistic, 2 energy, and nothing else. But yeah, I'm not going to do this until after I've got, like, more stuff to put in it. And also when I have cash, because we're a little bit light on funds to the point where I may actually sell that Urban Mech. Keep the clock a-ticking. Maybe we should sell the Locust. Assign Ek VIP quarters, throw Ek a party in the barracks. Aw, damn, he lost Bookish. Oh, that's not terrible. It just means he's not as easy to level up his tactics. But I do like the Silver Bullet Gauss. Yeah, but we gotta put so much gear into it. That's kind of my problem with it. Like, if we put all that gear in it, that's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, let's go check out our Locust 2C. Maybe this is what we want to sell. Should we keep an Urban Mech 2C or a Locust 2C? Because theoretically, we can turn the Urban Mech 2C into something more like the Locust. It has... Okay, not the energy hard points, but it does have the other stuff. You kept your... You're intact? Oh yeah, we didn't have ammo for you. We were building you into basically a javelin. Tandem SRM ammo? And that's all I've got. Okay, so I still don't have the ammunition for this thing. But I could sell it, although I did spend a lot of time building it. So I think we need to sell one of our mechs if we don't have luck with the initial missions. Because both of these ones are clearly not frontliners. Maybe I need to turn the Urban Mech 2C into a bigger one of my commandos. Because at the end of the day, it can handle it, right? Well, no, it can't. It doesn't have the energy, the missile hard points. Honestly, all three of them fill a specific role, although the Urban Mech uses a ballistic role, which is how useful is that to small guys? What the hell is tandem ammo? Tandem ammo does 4 damage to armor through, or 4 damage to structure through armor. Except although it does less damage in general. So it basically goes through armor and can potentially crit things. Debak, I guess if you count pirate, it would be Tortuga. Wait, what? What are the most active periphery states? Okay, Ek has lost his high spirits. And we're at Hellgate. Okay, visit the store. I've got some stuff to sell. Some stuff that I know that I won't use, even though I want to keep it. I like to hoard, but I'm not going to be dumb about it. So first things first, we're going to go to our ballistics tree here. Ooh, I could buy an LB2. Oh, there's an ultra auto cannon. I want it. Okay, ballistics. So let us sell the Thumper artillery, because we're not going to use it for a very long time, so there's no reason to keep it. If you can't use it, don't keep it, because we're not going to be able to use it for just ages, and by then I assume we'll get better artillery. So pray to Orion Jesus for ammo, pretty much. The second non-pirate would be Canopus. Yes, the Magistracy of Canopus. We sell the light rifle ammo, because we're never going to use a light rifle, at least not in this campaign. The other campaign, the Urban Mech has been modified with light rifles in mind. I think I need all of these, although I kind of want to get rid of flamers. I don't think flamers are going to be super useful to us at the moment. Cannot be fired at flying targets. Yeah, we've just run into too many VTOLs. Sell those. Hey, we're out of debt, so there's that going for us. Sell those. We have ammo, chemical medium, but I don't have any chemical lasers to go with it. So I don't think I want to do chemical lasers. They do explode, so yeah. Get rid of all the chemical laser ammo. It'll save us a little bit of weight there. Also, another thing to keep in mind is all of your stuff costs you. So it costs you to maintain everything in storage, so every so often prune your storage down. We have 4 ER larges and only 2 ER mediums. That's a problem. Okay, ain't worth it? What do you mean? Oh, you mean the tandem ammo? Tandem ammo is awesome. It's really cool. So, yeah, 4 damage dealt directly to internals, but deals -4 short-range missile damage. So that is just great. Don't sell it. Don't sell what? The chemical lasers? Because I've already done it. I'm not selling the tandem ammo. I'm keeping that. Should I sell the LRM5s? It's not like 6K is going to make a difference. Let's see, do I want to sell those? I mean, I've got streaks, and the streaks are 2 tons. These are 1 ton. I mean, it's just easy to throw on all over the place. Selling the camo? Well, it was already 36,000, so it was worth it. Definitely keeping the light tag. Never getting rid of that light tag. So many different jump jets. One of you is broken. Wait, you're the... Oh, no, you're the normal ones. Right, so you're the broken one, but I have 4 of them, so I want to keep those. Engine cores, God, I don't think I'll ever use an 070. It's just... It's not worth it, man. Get rid of that. Keep the XL engine, obviously. Keep the double heat sinks, yes. Core stuff, Beagle probe, yes, all this, all this. Improved, Nova, primitive, no, never going to use you. Standard, I'm going to sell one of them, because just in case I run into a primitive mech that we actually managed to get our hands on, I can replace the stuff with sensors basic, same deal. We're going to keep one of them just to make sure it works. And other than that, that should be good. That puts us up to almost 1.5 million. Sprog, you are behind the times. That happened a while ago. Okay, so that'll do them in. An 070 is not an Urbi engine. That's an 060. So the Urbi engine, first of all, the Urban Mech still has his engine in it. Besides, if we're going to build an Urban Mech, we're going to build him with a bigger engine. So. Movement is overrated. Maybe in an Atlas, Sprog. Maybe in an Atlas. Okay, got to double check our mech warriors. I think we can get one more mission in today. So you're good. I'm just going to check the A-team. We're going to lean heavily on the A-team. Give him some tactics, make the man move faster. Yeah, the Urban Mech already has this engine installed. There's no concern there. Contracts. Alright, let's go generate a whole brand new list of contracts. Let it tick, let it talk, and let it rock. So, Insurgent Interception. Assassination at a half skull, 2 of 9. Middle management is a 1 of 5 assassinate, really? But it pays way better. Contested wills is a captured base. Wow, this place is totally dead. Destroy a base and a straight up battle at 1.5 skull. Let's go fight Clan Wolf. Oh no, let's go fight Clan Coyote. We can work with that, right? I mean, technically this says it's a 3 skull lance. I don't know if I really believe that, but hey, 1.5 skull battle. Let's go rock and roll. Let's see if everything goes wrong. Hey man, if you have a Gauss rifle, you don't need to move. This is true. That was the entire principle behind our Atlas back in our Urban Warfare campaign. You put 2 Gauss rifles on a mech, and now it's dealing headshot killing damage out to range. It was perfect. Atlas need not move. It just shoots until the obstruction is gone and has a clear line of sight. Criminal weasel with the big brain. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. So we're going to drop in 1.5 skull mission against Clan Coyote, working for Clan Wolf now. So maybe we make friends with Clan Wolf. Although doesn't everybody make... Isn't like Wolf and Clan... Well, obviously they're the most popular clans, but even in this one, wouldn't it be cool to be Diamond Shark? Diamond Shark are the merchants, right? Bareback food. I'm trying to remember. Is Clan Diamond Shark the merchant ones, or is that Clan something Fox? Sea Fox? So, one of them. The ones that built the Mad Cat 2C and then tried to sell it to the Inner Sphere under the guise of also trying to sell it to the clans, but they knew that by naming it the Mad Cat 2C would piss off all of the clans. I think it's Diamond Shark. Or Sea Fox. One of those two. Sibir would know. Don't know if he's still here with me. So, alright. Sea Fox and Diamond Shark are the same. I thought so. I wasn't sure, but I was like... Because the Sea Fox was their original name, and then... Clan Snow Raven, was it? Released Diamond Sharks into the ecosystem, which then killed all of the, Sea Foxes, and so they got their name changed? Is that how that worked? All I know is the Diamond Shark are the ones with the hard shell. Oh. That's a level of lore that I don't know. Alright, so are we ready to drop down to cause some major havoc to the enemies of Clan Wolf? They're tracking a Coyotean lance. It's always funny when the objective? The side form. Aha! I was right! Nice! Alrighty, let's go cause some pain. Now that people have pointed out that the emblem is currently inverted, I can't not see it. Gotta go in and fix that file again. Clan levels of trolling. I suppose that's the thing. Please just be a straight-up battle with 4 mechs versus 4 mechs, because that would be ideal. I could get involved in real combat then, and I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, screaming in terror as all my mechs just exploded. We're trying to keep them alive. Please, Cougar, demonstrate that you're also excellent in this match and not just excellent in the one situation. You're gonna go flying. You're gonna go flying right up to the front. And you're gonna brace. All I know is this symbol looks like the Rimworld Republic. They changed their name back in 3100 when the Sea Fox made a comeback on other worlds. Oh. Okay, so that's why there's been, like, more modern references to Clan Sea Fox. Okay, we've got a Kintaro. Okay, Kintaro 19. As well as a Ripper, and a Ripper. This is a fascinating lance. I'm wondering who the hell came up with this plan. Fire! Wow. Just everything. Someone's getting challenged to a trial of refusal to the death. A lot. Okay, so we've run into the enemy. Unfortunately, the enemy has demonstrated to be all helicopters, which was not the plan. The plan very much was to fight the enemy who was not going to be all helicopters. I wanted mechs. Although it is a Kintaro, if I play my cards just... No, I take this one for cash. Oh no, I had 3 of 13 priority salvage. Fire! Good accuracy. It's a yellow jacket. Okay, so it's not a Ripper. Kintaro, 55-tonner, lots of missiles. That's all you need to know. He didn't do anything. Thank you. Thank you for not doing... Oh, that was the Kit Fox. I thought you were the... commander. I'm gonna hope that this mission is short. And we did not connect with anything. Alright, Apollo, you're up. And you are not on solid ground just yet, so you're going to sprint on forward somewhere. No, you're just going to barely sprint on forward. You have indirect fire, which on one hand could work, but it's a 2%. You're going to shoot at that yellow jacket? Ooh, maybe not. You're going to shoot at that yellow jacket. It's the close one. It's the damage one. All I need is a couple of hits. Making any sort of comparison to the Rimworld's Republic for the clans would be like walking up to someone and accusing them of being literal demons from hell. Oof. Harsh words. Very harsh words. Although, Amaris did cause quite a bit of pain for a lot of people. Amaris, sorry. Tex actually is doing the Amaris Civil War in the description, and his first part went up, I believe, last week. It's a fantastic and chilling narrative. His voice is so excellent for that sort of narration. It's really a lot of fun. And also, it was sort of a return to form in my opinion, because Tex had a bit of a... That catapult video was... someone who is hyper aggressively religious to in the Dark Ages. Oh, I don't consider the Rimworld's Republic to be quite that evil, but the clans do? Yeah. Well, that's because they're based off of Kerensky's vision of things. Will you make up your mind as to what you're doing and please not be reinforcements? That's all I ask. I just want a 4-on-4 battle here, man. We came here, I mean, I'd prefer a 5-on-5 battle, but we haven't yet figured out a way in order to crack that into the game so that we can actually do 5-on-5 battles. But when we do, once they finally unlock the ability to, like, do stars, that will be the most amazing thing ever. Okay, open fire, give him some love. Good, we hit the heavy Lars laser this time. And so now we have penetrated his armor already. Excuse me, sir, do you have a moment to talk about the Winter Plague? What are the wobbies we're on now? I don't like the wobbies. Wobbies go die. Oh, what was that? Nailed by everything. That's not cool. My Arctic cheetah is not designed to take damage. It's designed to avoid damage. Jester. You get on in there as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and follow them up, I guess. I mean, if they're going to run away, I guess I have to chase them around the corner. You cowards. 5 mechs, that's impossible. Ah, hopes and dreams. Someday, Donnock, someday it will work. Can you imagine it? Just having full clan stars. That would be so good. Or augmented lances and saying, like, Jesus, man!
I'm too damned hot.
Yeah, I noticed. What in the hell?
God, this heat.
I'm taking heat damage.
Okay, this is what we call absolute bull. I'm sorry, but it is. Die, please. Okay, we got that. Yeah, absolute bull was there. That was, no.
You like that?
The Bombay thing is crap. I'm sorry, but it is. I swear, if you get to do that to me as well, I'm gonna throw you through a wall, buddy.
On the move.
Well, small napalm in the morning. Why can't I do that? Why do I not have the capability? Fire!
Locked up.
Give him a couple of missiles. We hit him twice. That's not good. I need to hit him a lot more times than twice. Yellow Jacket, are you going to laser me too? Because of your utter crap? Oh, they have electronic countermeasures. Vengeance for outreach, Katie on the third card. This goes on for a while. This is bullshit.
I can't take much more of this. Standing by.
No, this is literally bullshit. Like, I'm sorry. This is not... This is bullshit. This is all bullshit. Alright, let's get you rejiggered so you can do stuff. Say, VTOLs, that's great. No, this is bullshit. This is not what we call fun, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we call serious bullshit. I would suggest you move... Yeah, no duh. As soon as I can. Oh, and the Kentaro's back. And he's under ECM protection. He's going to shoot my commando. And hit me a lot of times. Can they do that again? Because if they can, then I'm going to call total bullshit. Hey, shut down our racing. Have some fire. Yeah. It's just offline. You're having a bad day. You are having a bad day. You having a laugh, mate? Can I get a line of sight on this gosh darn Kentaro? To basically turn him into just an absolute pile of steaming rubble. There we go. Maybe a line of sight on one of them. Shoot him! Okay, structure exposed. Rotor crit. He could be more on fire. Yeah, Shade. This is what you people wrought. Chemical fire.
Commander.
Jester. Oh, Jester's in a gosh darn commando. He's got to get to the left side of this mech. He's got to be cooking anyway. Do I just punch him? It's 19 damage. But I'll get my heat back under control. I mean, next turn it'll get my heat under control. If he explodes, I'm gonna be so angry. Out of curiosity, do you have nukes? No, I don't. Nukes was too much bullshit for me to take. This is bullshit. Nukes would be too much bullshit. So, there are limits to what I will take. What was that? It has a blast radius of 150 meters. Might need to increase its cooldown. Yeah, well, the thing is, there were three yellow jackets, and 2 came on, and we were able to drop 2 bombs each. Which, yeah, I think it might be a little bit too much. Just a suggestion. I mean, I know there are expert super players out there who can take on 4 super heavy 200-ton Leviathans with their Raxillas and all that crap, but come on. This is a little bit ridiculous. At least the fire goes away. Okay, Commando. Where are you? Oh, you're right here. And you have shoot and scoot, and you're on the wrong bloody side. You need to be on his left side. That's what we agreed on. Although I do need to down this yellow jacket. It's too dangerous to let live. Kill it! There we go. That's only like 6 times the radius of an Inferno Bomb. An Inferno Bomb is 1 hex. 1! You cannot fool me on that. Okay, I gotta kill this guy. Before he does anything, he must die. Just... ugh. Must not survive. His left side. Good. That's this side. I'm gonna get shot by a Kintaro, but at least I'll have killed this thing. The heat is a problem. Shoot it! There we go. It's dead. It doesn't exist anymore. Everything is fine. Everything is not fine. Everything is on fire. T-Bone! Right, so can you get to his right side? Just do me that little favor. Tiny favor. Doesn't need to be all that big. It's just... No, he can't. At least we're evasive and in protection. Fire! Give him the love that he so clearly needs. Apollo. He went on this fool's errand out here to try and hunt people down. Now on to this one. You know what? I do get it. The Lance is not bad. The Lance is a fairly decent setup. I gotta give him credit for that. It's not horrible. Because of the way that it's set up, with this particular Lance being called as a Kintaro and 3 of these, you're only really dealing with one guy who's able to deal actual major damage, and he's well supported. Please don't hit me. Oh, thank God. So yeah, as much as I was saying, oh, it's bullshit, it's not. This is actually not terrible, because the fire disappears after 1 round. The heat sucks. I'll give you that much. But it's not insurmountable. Like, as much as I'd like it to not be there. But do I just keep firing? Why, yes, I do. You are just a steely-eyed missile man there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Turn around. Give him the love. And there goes the XL engine. Did anybody want 4 parts of that? Where's the enemy? I killed everybody. Everybody's dead. They don't exist anymore. Oh, don't tell me.
Yes, Commander.
Don't tell me. I won game. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess I didn't win.
Talk to me.
I was like, hang on a second. Oh, I should have just stood you still. It doesn't have ammo. Which is why I had no problems with just shoving this sucker over the line all the time.
And just can't take anymore.
Yeah. That's not the best place for you to shut down, if I'm completely honest, but we'll deal with it. Control click ammo? Yeah. Jester, you're good. You will be chill by the time that the enemy actually arrives. So I wish I had 1 more turn to prepare, but... well, this was my own fault. Apollo! Apollo is cool as a cucumber. I'm ready to rock. You didn't think it would be so easy, would you? Hang on a sec. So super rare to get it. Fire's on a different super rare. Smash. Alright, what do we got here? Lyrans! What? It's Lyrans? What? Hey, it's a lamb. But no, seriously. What? Why are the Lyrans here? And why is there a Catapult 3? Who came up with this plan? And a Hetzer. Oh god. Everybody else remember the last time we ran into a Hetzer? I wonder how much heat it does if it was classic Battletech cluster bombs, but the Inferno would be 15 heat to the center hex and like 8 to the surrounding. Seems a bit more than just one hex and the adjacent though. Well, the heat sinks in RogueTech are much better. All this reduced by 10% overall heat buff. The Atlas is missing. Okay, at least the Hetzer didn't shoot me. T-Bone! You have one job and one job only, and that's to kill this Hetzer. Now, do you remember the last time there was a Hetzer on the field? Yeah. Oh, you're already in his side arc. And his side arc is 104 and his back is 104, so it doesn't really matter. Fire! And now move. And now run. Your job is to run now, sir. You have succeeded in your goal. Punisher.
Orders.
Oh god.
Back in the fight.
Punisher doesn't get to move this round and there's a Hetzer on the field.
Orders.
This is a bad day.
Moving to
Commando. Kill. Death. Jester. Murder it. It's not dead! 55-ton catapult.
critical hit.
Loot Pinata. A custom-made, clearly Illyrian scout land system run by a social general. Oh, great. It's a Lady Electo mech. No. I don't need this kind of pain. I just had to deal with all your bullshit, with all the flamethrowers. Why would you send this at me? Turn all of this on. Oh, I hate you so much. I hate you so much right now. Okay, Hetzer's gone. Don't gotta worry about him. Today's a good day to die. Hopefully not. Okay, we've got a lamb to deal with. It's going to be hyper evasive and aggressive. We've got a wasp to deal with, which is a bit of just filler, and then we got the catapult.
Got my attention.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, the lamb didn't actually move. It did not. Hi. Fire. Break something? Break something important? No, no, we did not. I gotta get you under heat soon. Apollo! I want you to kill the lamb. I want you to just gut it for me, please. Everything. Oh, look at how close he can ride to that line. And his engine's destroyed. I think he's intact. I think we just killed his engine. And that's it.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, now Jester will run around and see if he can't kill this guy. Because it is, after all, only a wasp. Fire! Pull! And there goes a wasp. Okay, so now just the Catapult 3. So, 4 mechs versus a mech that Lady Electo made. So there's that. See, here's the extra joke, Sambry. Lady Electo's German. Duck!
Oh, Commander.
You
I'm hit.
prick.
Oh, crap. Going down. Oh, that really hurts. Good to go.
There goes my ATMs. Okay. Let's go murder your face.
On my way.
Fire! Just start putting big ol' holes in it.
Talk to me.
I was told that this would be a one-skull mission. I feel lied to. Structure exposed! Oh, that's what I want to see. I need the cougar. Hey, tagged. And he's been tagged. Apollo! It's time for you to get right up next to it. And just shoot everything. Oh, it's only an arm that we broke open. Hyper lasers. Thermal explosion. Exchanger destroyed. Oh, just all the bombs. But apparently that's not enough to kill the pilot. Which, again, I call some bullshit. Keep digging. How many engine crits can I deal to this thing?
Critical hit, Commander.
It's feeling a bit stressed, I'd imagine.
Dinged my arm.
Okay, it's gonna shoot me, and it's probably gonna kill Jester. Yep, 126 damage. What the hell's a hyper laser? That's a hyper laser. Shutdown override successful. For how much longer? Because now he gets to come in and use his own heavy laser. Die. Die, you ugly piece of crap. Come on, please tell me that. Okay, that's a knockdown. The pilot's panicking. I like this. This is a good thing. Now, I'm not going to risk not shooting and killing this thing, because that would be stupid. No, this mech has got to die. This mech does not survive.
Commencing Alpha strike.
There we go. Gone.
That's a kill.
Okay, so at least we saved half of it. But yeah, the commando's dead. So there's that. It lost its ATM, which is not great. Hyper laser and AC-20 laser? Not in this game it ain't. That was 126 damage it dealt. So that's way better than an AC-20. An AC-20 is 100 damage. So at least we get to save the other half of the mech, which I'm assuming still has all the good stuff. But oh, that was pain. At least we took full salvage on this. Commando be dead. Oh, I lost the Clan Axle engine. Oh, the pain. We're gonna have to rebuild something. But with insane heat generation and a tendency to explode. Congratulations, you have described it. Okay, hyper laser. The Risk Hyper Laser is an experimental heavy laser derived from the Clan's improved heavy laser family. Hyper lasers are the ultimate development in heavy laser technology, but it was constructed by the Risk engineers instead of the Clans. Thanks to pushing the limits of laser shielding and plasma laser lasing chemistry, the Hyper Laser is a very destructive and extreme range weapon, but the thermal and physical stresses of the immense scale of this weapon are very prone to explosive malfunction. Volatile. So hyper lasers deal superior damage and can be overcharged, but can explode for 90 damage when destroyed. The weapon has a 15% misfire chance, mitigated by gunnery. Yep. Risk hyper laser on Sarna. Yeah, pretty much. So we're getting that. MI heavy laser. 1 ton, 40 damage, deals 30 heats. So improved heavy lasers deal superior damage and have no accuracy penalty, but can explode for 25 damage when destroyed. Oh, okay. Who had the Risk MML-10s? So, multi-missile launchers can fire LRMs or SRMs. The weapon is capable of indirect fire. What is a 15% chance to jam? Applying way-saving technology. Oh, I wrote this! I wrote this! Yeah! I remember this. So, oh, this was months ago. Huh. I wrote the description on this one. LA came up with it. She's like, can anybody tweak this in order to make this better? And I wrote this. So, yes. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got. We've got the diverse Snubnose PPC and Angel ECM. A lot of Angel ECMs. Engine cores, internal combustions. We did not save the engine. There's the heat bank. But if it does 100 damage on a standard shot, what does it do on overload? A lot. Like, clearly at least 126 damage. Yeah, that's a whole bunch of ammunition, but nothing quite. I'm gonna be honest. The salvage is just a little bit disappointing. 160 damage, apparently. Is that what it said? Yeah, I don't know what it overloads to, but I kind of want to use it, but that's 72 heat. Like, I could put that on the Arctic Cheetah for 9 tons, but it'd blow up real good. Okay, so we can go to the improved heavy laser. I kind of want to grab one of these. So just for the multi-missile. How is Risk Salvage disappointing? Because it doesn't build the way I want to build it. That's how. Okay, so do we want the improved heavy laser, or do we go with the MMLs? The MMLs will help us build a missile boat, which only the commando... Well, actually, no, several mechs can do. So these are 3 tons compared to our 2-ton LRM-10s right now. So multi-missile launcher can fire LRM or SRM ammo, so that's great. And it deals apparently 4x10 by 1x10. So, but it fires LRM or SRM ammo. And it'll change depending on what you want. I'm taking the hyper laser. But I'm going to take on the 2 MML-10s. Get your grubby hands on those MMLs. Oh... I'm getting this hyper laser shade. You can't stop me. Okay, so we got the Kintara part and the Wasp part. We got 2 medium lasers, and we got 3 MML-10s. So that's not terrible. That's useless. This is... Oh, wow. I did not notice that. Plus 4 ER accuracy. Okay, so Sensor Tracker was a pretty gosh darn big pickup. Why take the hyper laser? Okay. Let me describe it this way, Sprogue. Why do you take a Model T? It's not going to be a very useful car, but it's badass. So, not worth using. Oh, there was an argument made on that. Only if you do the overcharge mode. Yeah, 72 heat is going to be rough to take care of, but I think that'll be an improvement. I'm going to check on the Arctic Cheetah, but I might be able to put that on the Arctic Cheetah instead of the current. Oh, it's going to be 5 tons heavier, isn't it? Because right now the Arctic Cheetah's laser is 4 tons, I want to say, with its heavy and large. So, you might explode. So, that is the answer. Both Criminal Weasel and Shade have the answer. Why do you take the hyper laser? Because it's a hyper laser. But it might explode. So, as Cusco said, boom, baby. Yes. Oh, okay. So we got a very interesting set of gear from this one. But oh, that was painful to deal with. Just gutted my commando. I don't have a replacement mech for the commando right now, and I need more SRM ammunition in order to actually field my my little, whatchamacallit, my Locust, which we are going to have to do something with, because that Locust needs to get back in. Theorema crits also make it come. Turians, Oxamite, and Comstar. 264,000 for the next month. Oh, my poor little guy. Okay, we're going to have to do something about that, because I've got 2 mechs that I have to now replace it with. Cougar took 1 damage, Kid Fox took 1, Arctic Cheetah took 5 days worth of damage. So Arctic Cheetah obviously is going to be up top. Yeah, let do that. Give me the Cougar, thank you. Mech Bay, come to the bay. Hi, you're currently equipped with these things called LRM, I believe they're LRM 10s, you say? And I have MML 10s. So, let's see, these weigh 2.5 tons. Damn it. I don't have the weight for it. Don't have the weight for it. MML 10s are 3 tons. They're a half ton heavier. 4x10, you are 4x10. Yeah, it's got to be determined by its ammunition type, how much damage it deals. Do I try and find a half ton for each of them? Kinda don't think so, if I'm completely honest. I'm not sure it would be worth it. 3 tons for an LRM-10. Well, it is MML. But 32 viewers, is that a record? It might be. I mean, we generally don't get that many viewers, but hey, it's always nice to have people around. Hello, everybody who happens to be watching on Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer. Whichever platform you have, I hope it's coming through nice and clear, and I hope you're having a good time, as we apparently ran into one of LA's custom jobs, and it literally gutted one of my mechs. Which, you know, kinda to be expected when an LA mech comes up against you. So, our commando is gonna be in pieces for a while. Gotta be completely rebuilt. So do we want to try and make the Urban Mech our replacement mech, or the Locust our replacement mech? Because it's an Urban Mech too, see? We can do some fun stuff. Oh yeah, Sproke has just posted a link to the Discord in the Twitch if you want to join us, sort of hang out, say hi, maybe check out the Mech HQ game that we're currently playing through, sort of an RPG light game. And if you're on YouTube, it is in the description down below. Okay, so do we want to turn this into something, or the other one, or the Urban Mech into something? Do I have ammunition? Do I have SRM ammunition yet? No. Is there any in the store? For the love of goodness, can I find some in the store? Derby love. Let's see. Missiles. Nope. Just a streak too. God, such a mistake to try. Because why not? Oh, they're only 1.5 tons. Oh, darn it. I thought that was going to be super clever. Never mind. I mean, this would be really interesting. This would be a throwback to an old mech we used to have. Way back in Starburst Sardaukar, except it had 2 Thunderbolts, but still. Not quite there, unfortunately. It's kind of tempting to do, though. Streak LRM 5s, maybe? They do cost a little bit more, but I could probably run them off a single ton of ammo. Because you get 120 shots. It's worth half the mech. This is true. Okay, let's see. If I were to go streak LRM-5s, so that's 10 shots, and then the ammunition for this, LRM streak, I would have 12 rounds of shooting. And that would be a mech. That puts the Locust 2C back in the fight, which is useful. Not quite as much damage as I'd like, but it's going to be accurate as all hell. And it keeps all my sort of weight down. It'll be fast, it'll be nimble, it'll be super ridiculously heat efficient. Only generates 12 heat per turn. Kind of wish that I could, like, put on something, say, small laser or something, just for a little bit of backup, but just to get this mech rolling again, because it's sitting there with twin SRM6s doing nothing.
I'll let you know when that's done.
Alright, so are we with the hyper laser? You see, you say that as a joke, but it's not that bad. The only problem that I have with that is it can't shoot it. So I would need to have a double heatsink kit, and I don't have one. Because it generates 120 heat, which is just too much to handle. But get an XL engine in there. Cram that in there. Matt the genius. I can't do it, at least not yet. But, because I need a double heatsink kit, otherwise it'll just explode. Here it is. Hyper laser! So it also needs a much bigger engine. Let's pull that off for a moment, just so I can see how big an engine can we make this. Let's go all out. If we go nuts with this, and we just make this as good of a mech as it can possibly be. How much is that gyro replacement? Oh, it's nothing. It's the engine replacement that's making this stupid expensive. So if I wanted to go with a nice, big, fat engine in this thing, in order to make it actually useful, of course. 140? This brings me up to a 9 for 5, which is not bad. What about a 185? Still tonnage remaining. That'll put me up to 12 for 7 with a hyper laser. That's a great idea because we don't care if the RB explodes. I care if an RB explodes. Do you realize how much kit I'm going to have to put into this mech to make it actually work? Like, if this thing dies, I'm going to be furious. But I'm probably not actually going to build this. First of all, you are -3, which means I get to save this for 4 tons. Oh, it's 500,000 already. Equipment. We would need targeting systems. I want the... Ooh, okay. That helps. That'll actually make it capable of being used. It's generating 72 heat minus 15% of that heat. I need the sensor tracker. And that's all I can get in there. So if I were to get... Ooh, an exchanger. I have one, right? I do not. Darn it. I already used it. Oh, it's being used on the Cougar right now. Right. So with a double heatsink kit, this thing could actually work. The problem is I need that double heatsink kit. With 6 jump jets, I'm going to do that. Like, we're mocking this up. This is not how we're going to do it. I can't, but if we were to do this, we would do this. Pull the ultralight gyro out, 30% stability threshold, plus 20% damage taken. Yeah, I don't want that. Buy a kit? With what money? I got 1.5 million, and I don't think they're offering them right now. Plus, we haven't managed to align with any of the clans yet, so I don't think one's available. Yeah, heatsink double. It's just a double heatsink. And while there is an exchanger, it's 800,000 C-bills, which we kinda can't afford. It's like 2.4 million. Yeah, we don't have the money for it. Even just a heatsink double is like 1 million C-bills, which is kind of ridiculous. So, this would be kind of where it would go to. Still has 1.8 tons. I'd pull this out. 0.75 tons. Can I get up to... The full, that's the full 1 ton. There. Go up to the full 35. The full 35. Just shy. Just shy. So we'll do this, this, and this. This would give us just enough weight to give a backup weapon. So yeah, this is what it would have to be, basically. And I could put in a backup weapon of some description. I don't think I'd need it. But it could be done. Just, I would have to have a double heatsink kit, which I don't have. So if we had that double heatsink kit, this thing could work, because the Nova fire control system would pull a lot of damage off, or a lot of heat off of this. I mean, 72 heat, 15% off of that is 7.4 heat-ish, which brings us down to the 60s range. So you throw on another double heatsink on that, and you're heat neutral with this thing, which could work. The problem is we don't have that kit. So we can't build our urban mech that way. 2 hits and its arm is gone. Yeah, that's the other problem. I'd rather not lose the gun. But the urban mech does need to probably step up if we want to actually make it do something. The problem is, in order to do that, we need to make it super expensive. So it's already got the Pharaoh. So let's actually build this mech. Something that'll be useful as a decent, close, speedy scout. Oof. I wish that Commando was an Omni. Because if it was, then that XL engine would probably be forced in there. So I want an engine core that will be... I really kind of want to lean on this 140. This puts me at 9 for 5, which is not bad. That keeps up with several of my other mechs, I think. And then I need fairly decently sized, but I have to use a gun. The problem is all of my guns are super heavy. A double heatsink kit not having that is really holding us back. Like, it's the biggest problem right now. Because I've got to build for a cannon that I don't have. So, Lighthouse. Pull off the... Oh, I still need one more. Need 2 tons in order to make this Lighthouse work. Or we drop the engine down further. 130 engine. This will put you at 9 for 5. I don't think we lost anything doing that. Oh, we did. We didn't. It's lying to me. So a 9 for 5. It gives me 12 tons. The XL engine's in there. Give me the Endo. Give me the ultralight. And fix that ultralight. I need another ton. I mean, unless we just want to do this. Because I've only got a single ton of Gauss rifle ammo anyway. So this will last me 8 rounds, right? Yeah, 8 shots. I mean, it's basically an R60L with better armor and no heatsinks. I do need another heatsink in it, by the way, just in order to keep it going. Here, we'll throw my broken heatsink in it so I can just get it all repaired while we're doing it here. Still think the Gauss is a good idea? With 1 ton of ammo? See, that's my biggest problem with it. It's got 1 ton of ammo. So I'm not sure how useful that's gonna be. Also give me... Not you. Not you. Cockpit. Already generates 1 recoil. Sensor tracker for the additional... Give me the... Where was it? Do I want to put in the pirate one? The rangefinder. Sensor tracker, rangefinder, fire control system pirate. Will improve the accuracy. So that'll make everything much more accurate. Because this is +4, +2, +1. The only reduction in accuracy is at short range, which will help. Oh, apparently it's a built-in ECM jammer. Oh, nice. Lovely. We should put a mask on it. No. Just no. Alright, so... is this a build? I mean, is this something we actually construct? It's an R60L with good armor. That's what we're looking at here. Which I'm not necessarily opposed to. I just question the effectiveness of it. Because I'm going to have 8 rounds of shooting. And I normally need more than that. Don't forget the Silver Bullet Gauss is an LBX setting. Yeah, there is that. Oh yeah, and the Silver Bullet also has a trash firing mode, doesn't it? Or did they remove that? Help with that point blank range? Silver Bullet Gauss thought was a good idea. Yeah, this is the trash gun too. Oh, okay, so this is not actually as bad as I thought. So the Silver Bullet Gauss has 3 firing modes. In the first mode, it fires like a normal Gauss rifle, which is fine. In the second mode, it fires like an LBX. And in the third mode, it fires by taking no ammunition and has a chance of blowing up the gun. So, funny thing is, RogueTech actually constrains you more than classic BattleTech when it comes to speed. Does it? That might actually work. What do you guys think? Is this the Urban mech that we build? It'll be nice and chill as we need it. It's taken up a lot of our accuracy kit. It's taken up a lot of our weight-saving kit. Although it's all like, please do not ever touch this mech to make it explode. Otherwise, bad things will happen to you. We're losing close-range push. We are losing close-range push with this. Which the Commando brought. So, most of our light mechs are actually going to be much longer ranged than used to. Sprug says yes. Sprug would say yes to any Silver Bullet Gauss build. Is there any arm-mounted actuators? I just got the hand. Yeah, we build this. 17 days and a third of our cash, but we build it.
Right. I'll get it in
The Urban mech is going to be stouting one massive gun. So, flat chance of 30% mitigated by gunnery over 5. That's just the trash mode, right? So we will avoid using the trash mode whenever possible. Cougar, do you need any modification? I wanted to put MMLs on you, but we ended up not doing it because we don't have the tonnage for it. In order to mount MMLs, I would need to do something. What would that be? Double heatsink, double heatsink, double heatsink. The engine is a -3, correct? It is. I would have to lose small lasers. That's not worth it. This build is fairly solid. I don't think I come out on top if I do that. And there's nothing weight saving that I can do. It's an Omni-Mech, so all of this is hard built in. So I wouldn't be able to put the ultralight gyro on here. Off to work. Well, thank you for joining us, so Nathan. I was super glad to have everybody with us. We're just going through sort of our last minute calculations on how to build mechs and stuff at this point. Yeah, this is solid. I think the Cougar's okay right now. As cool as those MML-10s are, I don't have a use for them at the moment. Maybe in the Kit Fox? Kit Fox will be ready in 1 day. Commando's 23 days. Locust in 4 days. So we'll do that. Time scroll 1 day. Wanted to stop before the end of the month, but okay, that's fine. We have just enough cash to survive. So we will be able to get our 4-lance unit off the ground. Or 4 mech lance. In 3 days. Check the mech bay for the Kit Fox, see if there's anything I can do to it to make it better. I don't have Artemis ammo, so I can't use the Artemis targeting control system. You can't put an engine with a rating of more than 4 times the tonnage on the mech, to be specific. So do I want to do anything to you? You are 3.5 tons. 7 tons of that. I would need 9 tons in order to put on all 3 MMLs. So I'd be 2 tons short. Would it be worth it? Where would I save those 2 tons from? It'd have to come from the Narc launcher. The Narc, which I could do. Do I gain any advantage by doing that? What is the advantage of using this? See, aside from being able to fire Specialist SRM ammo, I don't see the use, because Clan LRMs already don't have a minimum range. They're already point-blank range weapons, so I'm not gaining anything, but you can fire SRMs in size 10 salvos. Right. Which, that would be... Just go to my SRM key, because that'll show me 10 damage. Oh, that's 100 damage in close. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Right. The answer is always SRMs. Actually, you're going over there. You're going over there because I increased the accuracy even further, right? +1 melee actually, stability. Oh, no, it's not. It's just the lower arm that's giving you an increase in accuracy. Right, so we can right side bias, no problem. I do have some SRM ammunition. Not a lot, but some. It's tandem. I could completely deplete this thing in like 2 rounds of shooting. So this would be 4, 8. I would be losing a little bit to get to the tandem rounds. Should probably stop fixing the commando so I can strip its SRMs off of it. That is, of course, if we manage to save the kit. 300 damage potential from the SRMs. Yeah, if I can get any. That's the problem. I don't have any SRMs. It's a bit of a problem. It would have to be that tandem out. That tandem one. 1, 2, 3. And I'm at a -3. Yeah, so that's already locked in. There's no modifications to be had there. Take out a ton of this. Give me a ton of the tandem ammo. For now. Scary. Double XLs? What? Oh. Yeah, we have no SRM ammo at all. Aside from the streak, which doesn't work in it, I don't believe. Right, MMLs can't take streak ammo, right? Yeah, I use SRM LRM, but I don't believe it can use streak. Oh, hey, oh, good call. So I don't have to do that. I can just add the extra ammo. There's no real safe place to put it. So we'll put it on an arm, because Clan Pharaoh automatically has case enabled, so that will protect it from traveling too far. Does it not work in the arm? Yeah, in any event. So you get 2 rounds of close range screw? Yeah, pretty much. Until I can find a ton of SRM ammo. And the extra thing about this is this will be 40 damage dealt right to the internals. Because this is tandem ammo. So, 4 damage per missile. Wrong ammo? Oh, whoops. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Tandem ammo in there. There we go. So yeah, this will be 4 damage per missile into the internals. So you get 1 and 2/3 round shooting through. Is basically how that'll work. So we'll not use this until we need to use this, because it's quite important. Oh, I don't have any tonnage there. Streak equals tandem. Close enough. Alright, so Narc, no. Streak, can't use. Normal LRM we're already filled up on. Can't use MRMs anyway. Can't use ATMs either. No, etc. Thunderbolt rockets. Alright, equipment. Is there any sensor equipment left on this thing that I can still put in here? Can't use the Artemis because I don't have Artemis ammo. I can give you an improved targeting system. Nova would do you nothing. I already have this. So we'll give it the improved targeting system. Wonder if those will crit turrets faster? They could. I mean, that is definitely something to keep in mind. Alright, so that's pretty much all I can do here. As much as I'd love to armor it up more. So we've kept the same punch. So here's an interesting thing. Kept the same punch, reduced the heat though. So these MML-10s are less heat. Or no, maybe they're not. Yes, they are. So same punch, less heat, with an interesting screw you option. There. There we go. Just to keep it all center line. Alright, we'll lock that in. That'll be another day of repairs going on there. And this will be an interesting kit fox to have. Not quite sure where it's going to go. But we're making use of all 3 of our MMLs, and with any luck they won't break. So in 3 days, we'll be able to launch another mission. Which we're going to have to hope things go well, because we need cash desperately. 1, 2... what do we got here? Ooh, skilled technicians. Temporary additions to the bay. What do you guys think? 50,000 for a quick buck? You know what? Yeah, 50,000 is nothing. Good last-ditch surprise for any mech that decides to get too close. +8 mech pool. That's good. That's good. We'll need that. That brought the urban mech down to 10 days. That took... Maybe not. Give me another day. Stop. Stop the gosh darn clock. Alright, so the commando and the urban mech will be done in 13 and 9 days respectively. The urban mech is ready to go. The commando will need further modifications and rebuilds. Arctic Cheetah. Do you... Oh yeah, you did take a penetrating hit of some description, didn't you? Your arm got mauled, right? And it blew up a... Yeah, it blew up a shoulder, but that's fixable. How much do you weigh? 4 tons. Yeah, if we wanted to do this, we would need to get rid of jump jets. We'd need to get rid of a lot of stuff, really. ECM is 1 ton. Active probe is 1 ton. Yeah. So Warfare Suite wouldn't be a good pick. I mean, I'd really like to put it on here. I think this would be awesome. I just don't think the weight is there. 4 tons. Yeah, the weight just is not there. Unless I start losing my electronic warfare gear. Don't jump that much. Where can I steal from in order to make this? I need 1 more tons. Plus 25% sensory range and sight. Counters ECM and stealth by 3. Oh, I don't want to lose that. I really don't want to lose that. But it hits like a truck. My tag. I have 9 heat sinks and 1 double heat sink mounted here. Shed half a ton of armor? I'm already as light as I can go on the legs. The legs can't get any lighter. The number of mechs we've been running into with really good ECM. That's not worth it? Yeah. Be really interesting, though. I gotta find a mech that's big enough in order to handle it. I've only got lights. We need more. We need mediums and heavies. Oh, yeah, you've actually got to get fixed. It's a really light mech. It is. And the rear armor. Sprague, just because you run with 5 on your rear armor doesn't mean anybody else ever feels that safe with that. I will not do that. Okay, so the Arctic Cheetah will be ready now. The Commando will be ready in a few days. But I do have a Lance that is now ready to go again. I have the Cougar, which did not change. We have the Arctic Cheetah, which did not change. The Kit Fox, which now has one hell of a screw-you punch and has altered the way its weapons are currently mounted on there, which is interesting. And the Locust, which also has a long-range punch with its LRM 10s, Streak LRM 5s. Okay, so we've got a Lance again. We can take missions, which we need to by the end of the month. We're going to be bankrupt, but we're at the start of the month. Sprague, weren't you the one saying we should go for a laser? Okay. The Commando is busted and old and just needs total overhaul, which I don't even know if his SRMs managed to survive that. But if it is, I might rob him of his SRMs for the Kit Fox, and we'll totally rebuild the Commando based on other lines. It has 7 energy hardpoints, but it doesn't have a double heatsink kit anymore, because that got blown to smithereens. And the Urban Mech will be coming along with a Silver Bullet Gauss rifle, and a lot of our long-range gear, which hopefully that doesn't come to bite us in the butt. But we're going to end the stream here today. We've been streaming for about 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes, which, yeah, a lot of cool stuff got done. We have our inverted icon, which I will go and make sure is fixed for the next stream that we have. And yeah, this was certainly interesting. The Cougar ended up being fantastic. I'm really happy with how things turned out, and all the rest of the gear is sort of okay, although, God, LA's catapult is pretty goddamn terrifying. We did manage to steal a hyper laser, although I kind of wish that I had bored in from the other side. I'm going to have to remember, if we ever run into LA's catapult again, attack it from the left side, because that's the heat bank side. And if we do that, we'll be able to steal the exchanger and other cool and interesting things. Yeah, that's going to do it for the stream. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and having a good time. I hope you all had a good time. If you did have a good time, if you're on Twitch, hey, maybe follow. If you're on YouTube, maybe hit the subscribe button. Maybe check out the rest of the channel. We play this. We also play a game called Starfleet Command. So, yeah, we are currently running a pirate campaign for our regular RogueTech campaign and our clan campaign here, obviously, for our stream campaign. I'm not sure when we're going to be able to stream again this week, although aside from the normal Saturday, but I would like to try and get another one in there just because it's sort of been the week-long celebration of RogueTech, and I hope that you all are enjoying and having a good time with me on that one. So yeah, I will see you all in the next episode.